Welcome, we are Table Goth, a group of tabletop gaming enthusiasts and Gothic aficionados. We're here today to play part 2 of Deepwell Isle, our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons horror hack, using some special rules which we explained in the first video, so go watch that instead. Or,
Watch
those.
No.
Only watch the first video. We'll do a quick recap before we get into that. Let's meet our players and who they're playing.
I'm Mandy Morose. I play Nyx. She's a warlock half-elf in the service of the Raven Queen.
I'm Miss Petty Dreadful. I'm playing Zigny Vanderlee. She is a transmutation wizard and an elf.
I'm Bexy Bro. I'm playing Cantor. He's an Eldritch Knight Minotaur.
I'm Danny, from El Chocobos. I'm playing Virian Lithana, but you call me Doc, and I'm playing a sea elf cleric of Deep Salacious, the Prince of Dolphins.
I thought you were going to kill that.
Well, I wanted to, but I'm still alive after this last session, so...
I was talking to him.
No, we talked about
I'm working on it. So last time, in our first session, our group is looking for a cure. Because in their kingdom, far away, there is some sort of disease ravaging the land. So they've been sent on a special mission to find the mysterious island where it's rumored there's some very, very talented healers. So they're seeking passage to this island. They found a captain willing to take them there. They waited in a warehouse for this captain along with 6 others. People who seemed destitute, sickly, also hoping for some miracle cure. Captain Lynn of the Merry Way gathered them up, took them on a journey. They had some strange rules regarding not being able to be above deck, only being out when she allowed them. So while cramped below deck, getting a little stir crazy, especially with some snoring going on by one of the members, tension started to rise and almost got bad when they found the wizard doing some sort of spell to keep the clouds covered the one time they're lit above deck. But it was explained that it was just a way to block the stars so they couldn't know where they're going because this island's supposed to be a secret. Days continued to pass until eventually they were woken up by commotion above deck. And they ran up to see the other 6 passengers that they'd be getting to know turn into werewolves, as they apparently all knew each other and had been planning this to get revenge on the captain, as they claimed that she had been taking some of their people that they paid for passage before, and they never returned. They wanted answers. Fight broke out. These guys took out the werewolves.
I feel like we chose the wrong side.
Threw them overboard, and continued on to the island. Things a little less tense as the captain was happy about it. Once they were dropped off at the island, they were told there's a teleportation gate, and they said to wait for someone to come through the gate and pick them up, not to go through the woods. So they waited and waited, alone, and saw some strange things, heard some strange things, and eventually were attacked by some sort of terrible demon thing. Came out of the woods, and one by one systematically put our people down. But they woke up, paralyzed in some sort of infirmary, seeing some strange, misshapen figure just breathing heavily, watching you guys. So they heard another voice that seemed to startle this figure as they quickly shuffled out of the room. And you saw a woman in purple robes approach the doorway and notice that you're awake. So your eyes are open, nothing else seems to be working. And that is where we will pick things up.
Can I do a medicine check to see if it's like, or a check to see if it's like magically we're paralyzed or medicinally, like anesthetic?
Sure.
So is that medicine or arcana? Like which one? Do you want me to roll?
This would be medicine.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a 5.
I mean, with this sort of numbness and paralyzation, it could be something natural, but I mean, the spells that do this too, you don't know.
Okay.
Especially with only being able to move your eyes around and just sort of barely have feeling, it's hard to tell. This woman looks She's in the doorway, which you can see a little light coming from. You can see her silhouette as she looks over towards where the figure shuffled off. She's looks to be in about her 30s. Pale with angular features. Almost elvish, but you can tell she's human. You're not sure what time it is or whatnot, but she seems dressed quite formally nice. Sort of what you see a scholar, nice robes, like mage robes. She's a long, dark braid in her hair that she puts over her back as she approaches the room. And she's very deep, violet eyes. She pauses at the end of your beds and looks at each of you. Blink if you can understand what I'm saying.
Don't wink.
Okay. I'm sure you're worried. Everything will be all right. We've found you in quite a predicament. We managed to help. You should be fine by morning. It is imperative that you get your rest now, though. So I'm going to give you a little something to help you return to your dreams. She fishes in her robes and pulls out a little vial, and one by one, just sort of opens her mouth and puts just a drop on each of your tongues for working and sort of straightening up your bed a little bit, and then exiting so you can feel your consciousness starting to fade a little bit again. Can each of you give me a Constitution save?
13.
Not natural 20.
10.
17.
Nyx, Signy return to a very heavy sleep. Cantor and Doc, you guys you're able to fight it off. Stay awake a little bit. Your head's swimming up, but you can feel a tingle sort of in some of your limbs. Feeling seems to be slowly returning to them. Actually, Doc, you're able to sort of clench and unclench your hand a few times.
Okay. Sort of the Kill Bill thing, focus on.
Do you kill Bill?
If he's here. Am I strapped?
No, you're. You seem mostly undressed. You have some clothes on, but your armor, all your stuff is off of you. You're heavily bandaged.
Okay.
But no, it's just a sheet over you.
Can I try to get up? Focus on my other muscles to...
Yeah, slowly you start sort of working on your hand as your arm starts to tingle, and then your foot a little bit. And slowly you're able to sort of lean over, and you're kind of falling as you get out of bed, but you're holding yourself up by an arm.
Okay.
You can move around, but it's almost like in a drunken state.
Alright. It's my favorite terrain, so...
As an elf, I can't be put to sleep.
Magically.
Magic. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna try to... Fuck. I don't know what to do. Can I take a...
You look over, you can see Cantor's also starting to move a little bit.
Okay.
The other two seem passed out.
Quick look around the room. Do I see our stuff anywhere? Do I see any other door? Just it's a room of four beds.
There's 6 beds in the room. The other 2 are empty.
The other two are empty.
Seems to be a few simple like storage, little dressers and whatnot. You don't see any of your stuff anywhere.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to. Fuck.
You try up? You have seen.
I'm gonna try. Calm emotions.
For yourself?
Yes, I'm freaking out right now.
How far along am I?
You're starting to. Cantor's starting to lean up a little bit. You feel comfortable at using your arm. It helps to hold things, but you can start to get up.
I immediately use my weapon bond, summon my sword.
Okay. Yeah, you concentrate, and that arcane connection you have, that demi-plane, you have your weapon, and you manage to pull it from that place of existence. And you got your sword.
Kind of using
Little
it
else.
a little bit to hoist myself up.
All right.
Will steady myself. I'll stumble over to the closest one of these two.
Sure. Signy would be right next to you.
I'll just kind of real violently reach down with my massive paw, grab her front, and just shake her.
Yeah, you're woken up to this terrifying, just jerking motion. You're easily just shaking her back and forth into the bed. But you're up and you're moved just enough to try to. You can kind of get a hold of him, but you don't have really the strength, even if you were full strength.
Yeah.
Kind of nod and lay her back down. And
Go to the next one.
Ghost does the same thing to Nyx. As he's doing that, though, as you're just sort of still figuring things out, your head's still swimming a little bit. Yeah, you can see in that doorway again that same fleshy shape just taking up the entire frame. Just seems to be just still just looking into the room, you would assume. Although there's so many folds of flesh, you don't really see any eyes or anything, but this thing's just facing in there still. And you can see the folds in the chest moving up and down as it's just breathing.
Is my raven back / my sprite?
You do not see either. But yeah, you're then woken up next.
Hello.
She says this, you turn around just in time to see this thing startled and just disappear, go down the hallway to the left.
We were supposed to be This is somewhere else. Here so. Everyone able to move a little bit now?
After a few moments, the rest of you get feeling. You're definitely not at full strength. You're not agile, not able to move around quickly. Your limbs are heavy. You sort of can drag them along, but you have use of them. You're just quite sluggish.
Can I call my raven back? If it's dead or gone someplace.
You focus and try to find whatever plane your raven is on, whether this one or the next. And open your eyes, and there's a slight breeze in this room, as there is a window that you guys heard music and children laughing before, and you see a raven perched, tapping at that window to get in. It's cracked just a bit, but it doesn't seem like the raven could maneuver it to open it.
Can you open the window, please?
I'll move over to do it.
Sure. Yeah, it's a small window that just kind of goes up and down. You just push it up, and the raven flutters in and lands at the foot of your bed.
I would look out the window.
Sure. You'd have to sort of stand on your bed or push it over a little bit and look out. It's very dark out. There's a little bit of light coming from the hallway through your room, a little bit through the window. So you're sort of peering out. You have dark vision, remember?
Yeah.
So as your eyes adjust, you can make out a very neatly paved stone path, a building across from the building you seem to be in. You can see past. This seems to just be fog. Seems just to be in a well-kept little town. You can hear the music a little bit, the children a little bit. They seem to have passed.
Okay.
I imagine they've gone seemingly down the road, because it's at a pretty sharp angle. And even leaning out the window, you get this very fresh, pretty cold mountain air that helps wake you up a little bit, actually.
Was there a mountain on the island we were at before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we might have made it to town.
I thought someone was supposed to come through the gate.
Maybe they did after we were all...
But didn't you say the gate was...
Oh, yeah,
tampered with?
no. Well,
Was damaged.
wasn't good. This was void.
I don't think this is either.
All I know is nobody keeps Cantor bedridden for more than a day.
I don't think anyone wants to keep you bedridden for more than a day, buddy. The way you sleep.
Exactly.
The entire time.
We wouldn't have slept that long if he was snoring.
There's no goddamn magic potion strong enough to keep you.
They tried.
I reckon we get the fuck out of here. Let's go quietly. Try to find our stuff. I really should have prayed earlier and took locate object, but fuck.
Do we want to go out that way, or the door, or just...
Can we fit in out of the window?
No, it's one of those
Yes.
small little
Yeah.
squares.
Suppose
Give
we
me-
go out there and have a talk.
Give me 1 minute. Can I cast Pass Wall?
You don't have an arcane focus or components or anything on you.
We gotta get our stuff. And then I can sneak us out of
I
here.
want to be able to do your sword, but that worked for some reason.
I don't think that I require
I think you
focus
can
as-
For weapon bond, maybe not.
I need
think
to
so.
summon him.
Yeah, I assume so. Either way, you have to look. But yeah, your focus, your holy symbol, all that's missing.
My holy symbol is. I swallowed it, so.
It's still weirdly missing.
What? Oh, those are the scars! Okay.
Mhm.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here quietly and find our shit. Yeah? I don't want to just waiting for that purple robed lady to come back and force feed us whatever that shit was. Unless
For all we know, she could have the herbs we're looking for.
she might, I don't know. All I know is I need my damn fucking holy symbol. That's a bad dolphin noise.
I peek out the door. Since these guys are just talking.
Okay. She heads towards the door in the hallway.
Can we-
You peek out. There's a single sconce with a torch that's burning quite low. Probably be out soon. With dark vision, you can see both ways. You're inside a pretty nice looking building. Actually, there's a nice thin carpet going down the middle of the hallway. You can see other doors on either side. You can hear towards your left a soft, feminine crying. Looking down, you can see just a couple doors down. One of those doors is cracked, likely coming from that. The rest of the doors seem closed.
There's a crying girl. We could go talk to her.
The last kid that was crying to us was a ghost. I really don't want to talk to any more of them. I just want to get my shit and get out of here, to be honest.
That kid was a boy. So I'm just saying it's probably not the same kid.
No, I didn't say it was. It was the last time we talked to one.
So
It
now you're
was-
just afraid of all children?
Yes, I have been for some time now.
Alright, I guess if your logic holds true.
They find your insecurities, they focus on that. I just don't want to talk to them.
Are you a father?
Moving on.
Can I call my sprite back to me as well? I can't find the.
I believe that
separate
you would need a
familiar.
focus for.
Anyone sneaky?
So are we able to walk fine now?
I mean, not fine, but you can move around. It's just slow,
I
a
can
little off kilter.
either send my raven ahead or I can merge with my raven and move.
Maybe you can get that thing to go find our weapons and stuff.
It might be better for it to go ahead of us if we can communicate.
Man, that's a good idea.
That way I can let you know.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which direction do you want me to send?
Both ways look identical from what you can see.
One way has a crying girl, and that's the only difference.
Seems
Is that left or right?
Left.
less
Yeah,
appealing
all
way.
good adventures go left, so fuck, you gotta go left.
Okay, so I hold my raven close, whisper to it, even though like I can communicate telepathically with it. It's like the familiarity of speaking to it is comforting, and I stroke it and send it on its way.
Where are you sending it?
You guys want to go left?
It's your raven, man.
Where someone else already is, possibly? Or do you want to go right?
Do you want to get answers from the crying girl, or do we want to avoid people? That's the question.
Avoid people, since we can't move quickly, I would say.
It's your raven, dude.
Right.
Okay. So you're just sending it, waiting for it to come back and report?
We can communicate telepathically. So,
Is there a distance though to it?
Should be a range.
I think it's 500 feet. What's the range?
100. Yeah, 100 feet. So
100 feet.
send it off to the right.
I can see through the raven's eyes and hear what it hears.
So you want to go into sort of a trance and do that?
Yeah, we can slowly follow behind it.
Okay. Raven goes to the right. Turns a corner. So another long hallway, almost identical looking to this. Less doors though. Now once it turns and is going, the doors are only on the right side. And then it turns again, and the hallway stops. This is a sort of a larger double door here. It pauses for a moment, and can hear movement on the other side of this double door. Very light, as if something's just being like lifted and set down, like things just sort of moving around on like a desk or something.
The hallway ends at a double door. Sounds like someone's rustling. Maybe a desk or something. But someone's definitely behind the door. Should we turn back and go the other way?
Yes. Can we communicate with her during trance?
Yeah, you can
I just
speak.
I just
She can't
see and
see,
hear
but
through
she's
it,
like
but
talking.
Okay.
And she's
turn around.
Yes.
Call her in the back.
okay. Raven comes back, lands on your shoulder. Are you sending the Raven the other way, or are you guys going the other way?
So Raven
Yeah.
ahead.
As well.
I send it back the other direction we follow.
Okay. Is it going to stop at the door that's ajar, or pass it?
Is there a door there?
That's
Yes.
like with the crying.
Oh.
Peek in there.
I would peek in if it can. Maybe land so it doesn't draw attention.
Sure.
Let's go through.
Lands, takes a
Be
couple of
nervous.
steps, and leans in. Looking through its eyes, it's hard to really see much at the angle of a bird on the floor. But there's set up in a bed a woman with very long, straw-colored hair, rocking a bundle, just sort of crying. But actually, give me an insight.
Okay. 14.
It's hard to get a read. She's obviously crying, but it's almost like a bit of a laugh cry.
Easy.
It's not hysterical by any means. Almost just like a very cathartic release that this woman is having. She sits there and rocks the bundle and putting her nose up to it. And, barely hear through the raven. Do you speak Elvish?
Yes, I have that.
Okay, then you would understand. She says in Elvish, it'll be okay soon. The suffering will be over soon. It'll be worth it. And she keeps shushing even though there's no sound coming from the bundle.
I relay all of this to them
Okay.
and what she says.
I don't like that.
Do you see our equipment?
No.
The equipment, is it in there?
No, it's not.
Who cares? Keep moving.
I'm waiting. I reckon I'm with him on this one. He's gonna see us though. The door's open, so we're stumbling out here.
It sounds like
Really
she's
cracked.
pretty distracted.
Just move quietly. We can't do anything to help without our belongings. It would be unwise to try to do anything now.
Agreed.
We've been on this together. It usually works, right?
Okay.
Your inside voice.
This is my inside voice.
I can't turn him to a small creature. I don't have my focus.
No, Newt?
I can't turn him into a newt.
I got that.
So there's only 2 rooms out there, right?
No, there's multiple rooms along this hallway.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
haven't.
let's just
All the other doors are closed.
let's go quietly and keep going. Find like an armory. I don't know where they would put our shit. That's so weird, spooky.
I would communicate to the raven to move out and carry on. We would continue following behind.
Yeah, it carries on, and yeah, you're passing. There's other doors on each side. At the end of the hallway, and it turns, and there's another closed door. So hallway. Or no, this door's open. With stairs leading down.
It seemed like we were on the 2nd floor from the window, or was
No,
that a
you're in the-
basement?
You're on the ground floor. This would be the basement.
Oh man, I feel it.
On the ground floor, but we didn't pass any windows going by, just doors and walls.
Yeah, it's like an interior hallway. Rooms are on the outside. Yeah, the raven would notice there's definitely a breeze. It definitely seems colder down there. A breeze is kind of wafting up the stairs. But it has not gone down yet unless you'd like it to.
Do you think that maybe we could just find someone to talk to?
Maybe we should talk to that weird lady with the bundle.
Or the person behind the door on the other hallway? Because if someone catches us creeping around here, it's going to look pretty suspicious. We don't have a whole lot of stuff. But you're pretty good at talking to people.
No pressure.
No, there's plenty of
I
pressure.
rolled
Who
so
said
well. Rolled so well so far. Maybe it is best to try to talk to someone. I'm not saying that because I believe they'll tell us the truth, but we can still get what we want from a conversation. I don't want to do this, but it might be our best option.
Yeah, we just can't keep stumbling around here, not knowing where we're going. So, who do we talk to? Paperboy or a crazy lady talking to a bundle?
Let's go knock on the...
It seems like I don't know.
Yeah. The woman talking to the baby probably isn't going to help us very much because she's distracted by talking to a baby.
Maybe not, but maybe she'd give us leverage.
Yeah, whoever's behind that
conversation.
one door might be like a part of this thing. Sounds like they're at a desk shuffling paper. They might be I don't know.
The more we know or more we have questions about, it might help us in a conversation. Or it could sound alarm. I don't know.
We don't know that these aren't the people we're looking for.
Yeah, they could be the people we were looking for, and then now we're making ourselves look suspicious for nothing. Or they could be very bad people who want to do terrible things to us.
Thank you for your help in the decision making.
Of course!
You know, those werewolves said that people showed up here and never returned, so should be a little cautious at the very least.
They were werewolves, though.
And they probably were eaten by the thing that
You got a problem with half-beasts?
No. And I said
Alright.
I said that in Minotaur.
Your raven can hear footsteps of
Which I
going up the stairs.
do speak.
Do you want to
Someone's-
keep your raven there or
So-
bring it to you?
bring it
Okay.
to me.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Someone's coming up.
We're gonna talk to him, or we're gonna do what?
Crippled with choices.
What are you doing?
If we don't make a choice soon, it's going to be made for us.
I say we saunter back down the hall, and if they come upon us, we feign innocence.
I start walking on the hall.
Alright.
Turn around.
Which way are you going? You're going back to your room?
Yeah, we're just
Going in that
walking
yeah.
back
Should-
toward our room.
Should we?
Okay.
Oh.
I'll move to the side of my bed, slide my sword underneath the bed, so the hilt's up, away from the door. But I can grab it if I need to.
Okay. You guys scurry back to your room then?
Yeah.
Waving on your shoulder? Alright, you keep the door open or closed?
How was
It was
it?
left open.
It was open, so we'll leave it open.
Okay. Are y'all getting back in bed, pretending to be asleep? What are you doing?
Yeah,
We're gonna pretend. Okay.
I guess.
I was just gonna stand here, but we can go out in bed if we want. Just can't keep me in here for more than 24 hours. Like I said.
So what are you all doing? Are you all pretending to be asleep?
Yeah, but I'm probably doing a bad job.
Okay.
Same.
Are we pretending?
Let's sit up.
No,
What are you
alright.
doing? You have a few moments.
Doc,
I won't be no pretender.
please. Are you pretending?
If you guys aren't, then there's no point for me.
We can pretend to be like very like subdued, very sleepy.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be up.
I'm just
There's
laying
no
there,
point.
looking around.
I pretend to be more subdued.
Okay, but doesn't seem like there's a consensus at all what you're doing. So
That's fine.
some of you are sitting
Sounds
up,
about
some
right.
are pretending to do something.
That sounds good.
Whispering back and forth about what you want to do.
Accurate.
You hear these footsteps stop right outside the door. You see that misshapen lump of a head again. Move over and look in. And then lean out again. You hear the footsteps, faster this time, moving away.
Yeah. We've been made. Ow.
We were made when it came in here.
It already saw us.
It was a joke.
That's not-
Alright, well that thing ain't obvious.
You're
You're
not
gonna
joining.
talk to us. Let's go talk to that fella at the desk.
Also a question. I was looking at stuff about familiars, and if they're like dismissed to a pocket dimension, you can just call them back
To resummon it, that's a spell.
to resummon them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, further clarifications. Eldritch Knights do not use arcane focuses. They commit them to their brain, but they need component pouches if there's a material component.
Okay.
So all of my spells without that are cursed.
Good to know, good to know.
I have one spell that I got as an elf. You can take it. Do I need anything to cast that one?
Not if it's a racial trait. Nope.
It is not. It is a racial trait. It's a racial trait.
I thought he said racial.
I know. So I can do firebolt, but that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, so if you are the one who dismisses it, you can bring it back. But you are not the one who dismissed it.
So are we gonna go talk to somebody, or just wait till another person comes?
My vote's for Crazy Lady.
I would think that fella behind the desk is most likely to talk.
I like the desk.
She abstains. Democracy in action. Let's go.
Well, you're the one doing the talking.
In some ways, I feel like it's easier to get answers from people when they deem you not a threat. Us in a bed, not a threat.
So just
But-
wait.
But if you would like to be proactive, I understand and will continue forward.
Well, I ain't just gonna work in this bed all day.
Okay. Let's calmly walk as if we're out exercising after a heavy sickness.
In
Which
which
way?
direction?
Where are you going?
Back to the double doors.
So not back to the double doors, right?
Go to the double doors.
Or do you want to talk
Away
about
from
the
the
lady or the desk?
The desk was with the double doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head right. Go
I'll
around the
leave my
corner.
sword behind.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
And then yeah,
It's always within reach.
Oh.
Don't worry about
find
it.
yourselves at a nice wooden pair of double doors. It's a beautiful sort of trim along the door. The handles seem like a decorative, almost like vines.
I knock lightly, not aggressively.
Okay. You knock. Every once in a while, you'll just hear things being moved around. Something on wood. It stops. Each of you can give me an investigation. See if you can identify the next noise you hear.
Would that be perception?
I mean, you hear it. Perception means to hear it. You hear it. This is
Gotcha.
to figure out what it is.
18.
19.
I'm not rolling hot.
Don't worry about me.
So you two, especially, you know the sound of full plate, metal on metal. You hear metal. You hear the telltale slide of a sword leaving its scabbard. A long slide, probably quite a large weapon. Sounds like two people.
I'm arm as many people back as I can.
And there's stillness.
So I
I'm sure they might be reasonable.
You can hear, after a moment, quiet footsteps. They're trying to be quiet. You listen. And they stop.
I call out.
On either side of the door, it sounds like.
I call out and say, "Now, put your sword away. We're just here to talk. Ain't no reason to get all frisky."
Yes, we just wanted to talk to our nurse. We woke up a little earlier than we thought we were going to and wanted to get a little more information about this beautiful hospital you have.
Listen, I don't know if you know anything about Minotaur, but he can't stay still for more than an hour.
You really can't. It's terrible.
Please help.
Or we can just go back to our rooms and await the sweet nurse we had before. She had far fewer swords. I understand. That's preferable for me too.
Alright, now.
You get no response.
You guys want to be like that then?
No, hey, let the lady talk. Let's flip this. Let's go talk.
There's no response.
Are there any handles on the door?
Yeah, so it's like vine-like handles.
Hey, they ain't gonna help us. Let's go away.
Yeah, let's
Let's
find another
go
door.
away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, walk away.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing that.
Okay, you seem very busy. You have your hands full, as we could hear. We'll go back and rest. I'm sure. I mean, I'm very tired, so we probably need more rest. Thank you for your help.
Start making footsteps.
Your assistance has been invaluable.
I walk away.
Yeah. But you're Raven, right?
So I told my Raven to float up in a corner quietly.
Just flap.
Yeah, so there's
or
no-
hide in the shadows
there's nowhere
behind
to
the door
perch.
or something.
I
Wisconsin.
mean, the door's closed. There's nowhere,
Yeah.
there's no behind the door.
Yeah.
You could like be on the floor in front of the door or
And
flying in the air.
at a good vantage point, so it's at least hidden, but would know if a door opened. Doesn't have to be at the door.
Oh, you just want to be able to hear the door.
Yeah, I want to know.
The closer you could get is maybe if it's around the corner, it can listen to see if the door opens. But there's
Yeah.
no like,
If
if the
it's
door
at
opens,
the corner,
it's just a hallway. You're
you
gonna
can
see
pop
anything in the
around.
hallway.
and like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Be like, oh, Raven. So,
Okay, so you guys go around the corner. You leave the Raven at the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what?
I say the hell with this. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Just waiting to see if the door opened at all.
It would be best if he starts clucking back. He makes a lot of noise. It'd be a great. Be good.
You walking back to the door, or you walking to the other door? What are you doing?
No, back to our room.
Get the
I
fuck
thought we
out of
already
here is
got
what
to
I'm
our room.
thinking.
Alright, well.
There's gotta be an exit somewhere.
if
I'm
they-
not leaving without my things.
No one. Okay.
That's fair.
If they ain't gonna open up, I thought maybe they would be curious, but let's just try our luck with the lady.
She said she would come. Oh, the baby lady?
Yeah, baby lady.
The other lady said she would come back.
Yeah, but she's also the one to put us in a weird
Yes.
paralysis.
But
She also
maybe-
expected us to sleep for a while, imagine.
But maybe she really did just expect us to sleep for a while and wants us to get better.
Do you ever trust anyone who made you forcibly sleep? I haven't.
I've made people forcibly sleep with the best of intentions.
Yeah, well, if you had to say I have the best intentions, you don't have the best intentions.
All I know, this is a bunch of dilly-dally. Let's go do something.
Yes, let's go talk to the lady. Come on.
Were we able to find her when we walked down the hall?
No, the baby lady. The-
Baby lady.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
She doesn't like infants.
No, I don't like crazy women who are talking to.
Whoa,
Hey,
now-
whoa.
I start to stomp down the hall, listen
Wow.
to doors.
Crazy hallway.
Sure. Yeah, you just
Yeah, I'm with him.
walk down,
Not crazy.
listen from door to door. As you get near that, the woman with the baby's door, she goes quiet. Do you continue?
I'm gonna try one of the doors before that.
Locked. You try a couple, and they seem locked. Not that you might not be able to break it down,
You
but
can speak in English. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna go in there. Let's go.
I knock on the door and speak in Elvish. Saying hello.
you're going in.
Yeah, kind of. If she says,
Knocking.
yeah, like I'm not trying to invade
Open.
her space.
Yeah, you see, she's just maybe she's sitting perfectly upright, just looking.
Is she dressed like us too, like sheets over us?
Yeah, she's just wearing a very simple
Okay.
frock.
Possible. I speak in Elvish. I greet her.
It's not the time yet.
I'm sorry.
Just 2 more days.
Oh,
I have my 2 days.
Oh.
Please leave.
No. Of course, we're patients here. And we just woke up from a coma. And we were really bored, and we wanted to walk around the
I'm not
hospital.
here to entertain you. I'm here for
Oh.
a reason.
Oh no, of course. Isn't everyone? We just wanted companionship, honestly. And I heard you.
You don't work here?
No,
You shouldn't
no.
be in there. You should be in your room.
Our room is awful. He snores.
Is this the place of the healers?
I say in common, kind of confused about what's going back and forth.
He's asking about healers. We came looking for healers.
Yes, then go to your room.
Will someone be by soon to check on us?
I don't know.
I hope
I have more time.
you have
Please leave.
all the time. I'm sorry to bother you. We'll be around if you need anything. My name's Nix. I'm gonna leave quickly, so not.
Close the door.
Yes.
Close the door behind you.
Well, what you say?
The healers are here. I start going back to the room.
Well, let's go find one. I ain't gonna wait all day in the room.
No, that's not exactly what she said, and it wasn't good. So let's just go back to our room and we can talk about it. And the Raven hasn't seen anything,
Nope.
so I'm just gonna call it back to the room.
You think what I'm thinking?
I'll call it back to the room.
Break one of these doors down.
Nope, so we're not. Okay, that's why I had to ask.
So far, he's never actually thought this up. One day, though.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm not gonna just dilly-dally in a bed either. We start walking this place.
That's right.
The window is big enough for a Raven to leave.
Okay.
You gonna leave us?
Do you want me to fly out and see what I can find out?
That's not a bad idea.
It could be a terrible idea, but it seems like we may not have a lot of options unless the nurse comes back right now and it becomes this big thing.
Fine.
Well, it's better than dilly-dally.
We could hope.
We'll go back in the room. You do your raven thing out the window for a little bit. You get nothing. Then we start walking this place. I am not just going to wait for that wicked witch to come back and put me to
You
sleep.
don't know she's a wicked witch.
Why are you calling witches wicked? That's
Yeah.
very
Because-
necessary.
It is a
You're
bit of
a
a
witch.
stereotype. What do you have to say for yourself?
Prove me wrong.
Just have the raven fly out just outside the window to see what it can see, and I will see it.
Yeah, I agree to that part.
All right, we'll give you an hour. But any longer than that, I have to get moving.
Okay.
We can also hope that we made enough of a commotion out in the hallway that someone's gonna come in and yell at us.
You're a
And
bright
if they
spot
yell too
in
much.
this dark place. I have
Thank
my
you.
raven pop out the window again, and I'll see through its senses.
Okay.
To see just very, very closely. I don't want it to go far. I don't know what's going on out there.
If you're just staying on a windowsill, yeah, just a street. You can see the side of the building on each
Fly up
side.
on top.
Yeah, can it fly up just a little bit to
Sure.
see?
Goes
kind of
up
what
and
we're
perches
doing?
on sort of a sloped tiled roof. It lands on there. As it went up, you get the general shape of this building at least. It's a large square. The whole middle has a sort of a glass dome over it.
Are there any other windows along the wall near us that are bigger than ours? Are they all very small?
Yeah, they seem small. There's the larger windows would be by the. You can head towards the front door, peek in there, or again
Is
very.
that towards the right or the left?
That would be the way to where the double doors were. That seemed to be leading to the front of the building. You could see through a large window, large entrance area. Sees two people in full plate, one in all blue full plate, one in all red full plate. Still, just standing perfectly still, huge weapons drawn, just waiting by that double door you were talking at.
They're humans.
They're in full plate armor. You have no idea what they are. So it's looking at this, goes back to the roof to get its bearings out. Another raven lands next to your raven.
Can they talk to each other? And I understand.
I think can you speak through your raven, probably?
Is it a familiar?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I can understand it. I can tell it what to do.
So you could speak with it. Yeah, I mean, your raven can sort of make a
Raven
Translation?
conversation.
There's never any ravens in town.
Yeah, there's another
Oh,
couple more land next to
oh
it.
my god.
As it made a noise, it seems to seem to be kind of circling out of the fog and landing. You're just sort of looking curiously at your raven until there's dozens
Oh, this is
all
creepy.
around.
Can I see the birds?
You got a little flock going.
Oh, I think we're asking us in character. Like,
Can,
no.
can they make like casual conversation? Like,
Caw,
I don't know. I don't know.
Never more. Never more.
Oh,
Alright, you guys. Alright.
Yeah, your raven caws, and
Bird.
one raven repeats the same call back, and then this just repeated, just all over the place,
But they're
And
literally
it just
just
keeps
saying the
going
same thing.
over and over. Where it gets loud enough, or even inside, you can hear just this cacophony of cawing coming from above.
She's in trouble.
I call it back in.
As soon as it moves, they all move on it, and your raven quickly disappears as these things just tear it apart. You're kind of catching Nyx as she comes back to her own.
what'd you see?
If we weren't sure.
Your window closes.
Spooky.
Who did that? I looked to the doorway. Anyone in there?
They have their own spice.
What's happening out there?
They had their. I don't feel like they were actual ravens. I don't know. They attacked mine and destroyed it, and now our window's closed.
Did you see anything about the building?
Yeah, and I describe
Yeah,
what I was
large,
seeing.
rectangular building, glass dome in the middle.
So that was the entrance.
Yeah,
It was guarded
Guarded.
by armed men.
I-
Sounds like we're in a prison.
Or a secret island where they heal people and don't want anyone to.
But why were they trying to heal us?
They would have attacked us if
Do
we
you have a
went through
disease that you're not telling us about?
I don't think this is the place.
Because he's trying to heal us, but why are we trying to be
told us
healed?
to wait at the.
Because we got straight murdered.
There ain't no way in hell this is the right place. They're keeping us in here like we're prisoners. There's armed guards. They're ready to attack us. We walk through that door. I heard it with my own 2 ears.
Can I open the window?
You only got the 2.
yeah, you go. You open the window. As soon as you do, a raven lands.
Fucking close it.
Pretending to be mine. Because it's not mine.
And it's just a raven looking at you. Not every raven is pretending to be a raven.
Alright. Can I call my raven to me?
Once it's out, I believe you need
Right.
short or long rest.
Okay.
Those ravens are calling.
Calling ravens right there.
Alright.
I look at it and tell it to bring us someone to speak to. I know it probably won't understand. It's just mimicking things, but
It doesn't move.
Alright.
You said the hallway,
grab a pillow. And
there were
knock
stairs
it out.
going down.
To the left, there's stairs going down. To the right, the door's leading feet.
Let's start making our way down there.
Alright, let's go hang out with that beastie boy. I close the window sharply in the raven's face.
Yeah, calls at you. Lose a couple feathers.
Fuck, man.
I was still kicking some of these doors. See what's behind them.
Let's not make. I think if these are just going to be rooms like our rooms with sick people in them, so I really don't want to catch whatever they have. So let's just go down the stairs, talk to Pasty Boy.
Bring your sword this time.
Bring your sword this time.
Alright.
Let's go.
Okay, you grab your sword. The rest of you shuffling along, so sort of dragging your heavy limbs. Pass some more doors to reach the end of the hall and stairwell. Heading down. Feel that cool breeze coming up.
Start heading down.
What order?
Fuck it.
God.
I'll be in the middle.
Classic.
I'll go first. I ain't afraid of nothing. Some stuff.
I'll
Kids,
do
but-
anything.
I'm gonna stick by my minotaur pal. So then you can be behind.
Alright,
I'm the raven.
we'll have Doc, Cantor, Signy, and Nyx heading to the basement. Were you trying any doors on the way, or do you ignore the rest of the doors?
I keep trying.
Okay. If they're locked, are you breaking in the inn, or you just...
No, they didn't like the idea. I thought it was good.
Fuck it. They know we're awake now. You might as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Do it. No, it might be sick people. I don't fucking know. I just want my weapons back.
Well, you can test them first. There's only one you find that is unlocked. The one closest to the stairwell.
Glance at you guys. Hmm?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it a listen first.
Roll perception.
I mean, you can hear some sort of liquid bubbling.
Alright, whoa!
Yeah,
I want to
I'll
peek
get
in
it.
at the liquid. Because I want to know what
You
it
opening the
is.
door?
Yeah, me neither.
Are we opening it?
Yeah, I open
Yeah,
it.
I want to look at it and see what it is.
But I do this thing. I open it, and I kind of like turn it. So, like vacuum.
You open it, and it seems to be very well organized storage room of all sorts of vials. A couple of the vials closest to the door seem to just be in a constant state of sort of boiling, or at least bubbling.
Do you recognize it?
This is like a library. It's actually
Yeah,
very
I'm
much
like
here.
going through and
Yeah,
like,
and everything, you can tell there's little labels by everything. Everything's very neat and orderly, and everything seems to have its place.
you guys can go ahead.
Right by the door, there's a book, a catalog. You know what a catalog is. Probably to figure out what's where.
I'll just breeze through the catalog and just see what.
And this door, alright, this room's pretty long. Yeah, you would actually guess that some of these other doors on this side of the hall probably open to the same room.
Okay.
Those were locked. This one wasn't.
Lucky us.
You're going through the catalog?
Yeah.
What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, Minotaur, Aquan, and Dwarvish.
You catch bits of things here and there, but it's not as a whole making a lot of sense. If you want, you can try to sort of decipher it and figure it out. Sure. Give me just a straight up
Straight intelligence.
an intelligence save.
Save?
Mm-hmm.
Not nat 20, please. Oh, just kidding. 22. 28. I forgot. 24 is the answer, though. 24 is how
What
math
is
works.
happening? A seizure?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Give me
forgot how to
a
do math.
sanity check.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I made it!
Okay. So you dodged 2 bad effects. The more you start to okay, this is sort of making sense, and you start to sort of follow a pattern or follow what you think is logic, it just doesn't make sense, and you're very smart. You should understand things like this. It gets very frustrating very quickly how much this doesn't make sense, but it's so close to making sense. It's not like it's nonsense.
Tip of
like
the tongue.
You know there's a pattern here, you know there's a code here, and it's actually pretty obvious, but it just keeps barely slipping. And it's very, very frustrating to the point where you just slam the thing shut just to clear your mind from this infuriating catalog, something that's supposed to be very calming for someone like you.
Didn't like that book?
I'm gonna start searching this place for our stuff.
Be careful. This is a big room. There might be someone here. Sydney, are you okay?
Going through, moving
That book
some
was
things.
stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't seem there's any sort of extra storage. Everything is on display. There's nothing like put away, or there's not compartments. Everything is on a shelf or in a little glass container or something. You walk up and down the length of the thing, and there's just all sorts of little, either collected plants, but mostly just vials of various liquids. Dozens of different varieties.
Are there any open walls, or is it all just shelves of stuff?
I mean, open walls.
Like, room for like a secret door?
There's the wall that leads to the hallway. Where there's some
Try
other
that
doors.
wall.
Yeah, if you want to mess around, you give me an investigation check.
No, anyone want to help me? I'm bad at investigation.
I can help.
Yeah. That's better. 18.
Moving some things, even though it feels wrong to even touch this stuff because everything's so meticulous and where it is. You know you gotta mess with stuff to see if anything's not what it seems, but there's a weird uneasiness to even messing with the stuff because you know you're not supposed to. You find yourself just sort of subconsciously, once you move something, it doesn't do anything, you put it right back. But you go through, you check some of the walls, all the usual spots that a secret door might be hiding.
That's a bad mate.
Was the book in other languages you might not know? I might have a couple.
It's a code. It should be easy to figure out the code. It's not easy.
Is it
I should be able to figure out this code.
like the portal? How it doesn't make sense but almost does?
No, that was like sucking you into it. Like bad stuff wanted, nothing wanted to fill up with something. This is like, you're right here. And all you need is this little piece, but it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. If it existed, I would know what it was.
Copy that. Alright, well, fuck, man.
So
Let's...
do we need to be in here anymore?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do another, very angry look around the room.
Let's continue down the spiral of death. That is the steps to the basement.
New
Is there
band
a
named
name
Dibs.
on anything in here?
Spiral of Death?
Everything.
Oh,
No, I mean
shit.
like a person's name.
Oh.
Like on the catalog, or like so I could know like
The Diary of Jane.
who's
She's
that?
trying to
Well,
get
don't say
a
that.
decipher.
With your check,
Decipher.
you're able to see things are logged by the same 3 names.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. That's 3. Every once in a while, there's a 4th.
Okay.
Zara is most of them. Wyland. Some from a Goswin.
Can you spell that one?
Goswin.
G.
And just a handful from Gobi. Gobi.
Go.
Gobi.
Places.
I can't write. I don't have my notebook. I would know. That's who owns this stuff, and I'm going to find them, and I'm going to figure out why this doesn't make sense.
Why is that? Who owns this stuff?
Well, I figured that part out. Told you I got this close,
Oh.
and they. The people.
You can tell that they're the ones logging some of the things.
Log.
You just can't figure out the categorization methods.
Okay. So none of this stuff actually gives you what the name of the thing is because it's a code in the book? Like you don't
Yeah.
know what this stuff is.
You don't know what the stuff is, how it's organized.
There's nothing, but
Okay.
I know who to ask.
I feel like some
That
names
is the
on
first
each
step.
Bio would be the best option, honestly, but you're the academic, so you need to deal with that. Okay.
But like the vial wouldn't make sense, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to begin to know which vial is connected to which name.
Because the vials don't have names on them.
The vials are all names. They don't have names. They have
like a code.
what they
yeah.
are.
And then you
would
look in the
assume.
book.
But yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
have like a signal. Yeah, it doesn't say who did what.
So we have one
That
step.
seems overly complicated is what I'm saying. But again, I know
It's very
I'm
simple.
not the academic.
It's very
So
simple.
it seems ridiculous to me, and I am the uneducated one, so let's carry on with things we can maybe hope to figure out.
Yeah, I'm about done arguing over books
Yes.
and water.
You're never done arguing over books, friend. Start going.
Are you going first?
She's taking the
No.
lead.
No, I'm like,
See you later, bookworm.
Let's go. Oh no!
Hi, you nerd.
I can't cast mage armor.
Categorize this.
I categorize it as mean.
Me.
Alright, we're done with this.
No, we're doing this.
First person first.
Resume all march downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. You head down, and it's pitch black down here. There's no sconces or torches on the walls. Those of you with
Grab one?
dark vision,
Yeah.
just you.
I do.
No, I think we all do, except for.
So he'd be blind.
He's leading the way?
9.
So if you want to go back up, and there's the one sconce that's burning low, but better than nothing if you like.
Yeah, might as well.
It'd be quite noticeable.
Yeah, but so's the
I'm already
burning.
pretty
He's a
noticeable.
little stompy, so.
Sure, a little stompy. Yeah, you head back up,
It's a good nickname.
pluck it off the
A
wall,
little stomp.
and head back down.
What?
Okay.
And so the flame, it flickers, almost goes out as the breeze gets stronger as you go down. But you got big old hands that cup it, and you're heading in. You immediately notice there's a breeze because to your right is an open door, and you look in, and it's a large. You're not sure what the room was, but it is a wreck now. It was some sort of cavern, probably. Like the door is clearly man-made, and then but the room quickly just turns into a natural cave, where you can see likely one part of the wall was recently destroyed. Looks like a lot of effort's been put to repair it, but a lot of wind and cold mountain air is still leaking in. But yeah, it looks like almost like an explosion went off, took out a wall, and is under repair now. Oh, you may give me a perception.
19.
16.
27.
Okay.
I'm just too mad.
You two would notice a little bit of difference in the temperature. Going in, going back in the hall, there's another door across from this one, where quite a bit of heat is coming from. A lot of humidity. Really muggy. You, Virion, can even hear definitely some hushed voices. As you get closer, it also smells bad. Really bad.
Well, can I make out the language?
It's common. You can hear with that roll. Actually, yeah, it'd be hard to tell what they're saying. You can hear water again, like some sort of bubbling liquid. Again, there's some sort of almost like steam coming from under the door. Some sort of heat, but it seems like they're purposely talking very quietly, using this constant moving water to mask.
Okay, so even if I get close enough, still the water will probably mask it off.
Mm-hmm. But this door does have a small fogged up window. You can peer through and barely make out, where you can see, it looks kind of like that room, like a large cavern room. But you can see pools, like almost like hot springs, natural hot springs. And you can see a handful of people huddled. They're not even in it. They're standing on the other side of it, just huddled around, talking to each other. Low voices. Some sort of very secretive-looking meeting. These people are not in mage robes by any means. They like traveling cloaks.
Okay. I'll report that back to my friends. Is there the only 2 doors down here?
No, there's more.
Oh, okay.
That's what you guys immediately notice. If you'd like to check out the rest of the doors before you do that, you assume trying to move quietly?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check for it.
Well, let's...
I have.
Nice.
Would I still have on? No, I wouldn't. They would have taken my boots.
Yeah.
11.
God damn it.
17.
So excited about those.
I think you're upset. I lost my goats.
11, 17.
5.
25.
These stompy boys.
I told you have to get rid of them.
I have shoes on. The metal nailed to my feet.
That's the problem.
Oh, alright.
I also have...
Moving
but he told me
down,
to look really-
past another door. Luck with quite a bit of noise just coming from it, quite suddenly actually. All these doors seem to be windowed though, so someone can like walk by and observe what's happening inside. You can see 2 people in very nice, mostly golden armor, sword fighting. But they're perfectly matched, every one of their movements. It's like it's choreographed, synchronized. Every strike is like everything they do is completely mirrored as these 2 move back and forth facing each other. The sound of that, luckily, is masking the sound of you guys walking. But you see that lumpy figure just watching them from across. Actually facing you, looking in the window, you might be able to see you too, but it's very hard to tell because you don't know where it's looking. Next to that figure is almost like the opposite of him. Similarly tall, but completely smooth. Almost entirely featureless, if not for 2 large eyes. That maybe the size of the eyes is normal, but the fact that there's no eyelids makes it just seem like they're popping out. Otherwise, it's almost like just a sculpted, pristine humanoid form with just 2 eyeballs placed in. No mouth, no nose. You can see the shapes where they should be, but no actual orifices. And this thing is clearly watching the 2 very carefully, just enraptured. You see his head just very quickly dart, taking in every move. Moving past a little bit, you can hear. There's those two rooms. The next two rooms, that's on the right. To your left is another one of the doors, but the window there has been covered with some sort of dark cloth over it. You don't hear anything from inside. But at the end of the hallway is a set of double doors, which you can hear a voice raise. There's maybe a little conversation was going on, but you didn't really hear it until one voice got up a little bit. But before you get any closer, you still that hall that is at the end of the hall is a good distance away from the last pair of doors. But you all hear in your head. Even though it's in your head, you can tell it's coming from this room with the covered window, though. You're making quite a bit of noise. I gather you're not supposed to be wandering about down here. Perhaps it is best you step in before the others hear you.
I think back. Please don't kill us. Then I open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see. You've read about these in these books. You know what an illithid is. Long,
No! Can I close the door?
slender, purple.
No, we already closed the door on you.
humanoid
You're in the room.
with long tentacles, much longer than what you've usually seen, just hanging from his face. Dressed almost for work. Legs are covered.
Casual?
But the top is just sort of very simple top that's stained with all sorts of weird ichors. Dominating this room, though, besides all sorts of seeming equipment and tools and instruments along the side of the wall, there's a giant, frost giant. You can tell by the blue skin, laid out on the floor, with his skull completely removed, and you see just this huge brain, just exposed. These creatures. As you walk in, one of the tentacles just unravels from the brain and comes to rest, and they coil in a nice, neat braid, still dripping a little bit from whatever juice it got from the brain. I only need everyone to make a sanity check.
Yeah.
In real life? Hey,
Ooh, that's not good. Failed. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm an 8.
Give me a d4.
How do we regain our sanity?
4.
You can't.
You don't.
You don't ever?
You just get more and more insane until...
Like never ever?
Eventually it won't be a problem. Once you get so insane, you don't even care anymore. What'd you get?
4.
Your sanity drops by 4.
Nice.
What are you at?
As there's something about
7.
seeing, even though it's a giant, seeing this blue skin figure, you almost see a sea elf there with its brains exposed. This weird, you've seen octopi tentacles and whatnot. It's all familiar. For a second, you're underwater. For a second, this is someone relative of yours, someone important, with some sea creature just digging into its brains before you sort of come back. Give me a D100.
52.
52. All right. So as that settles, you guys see the sight. We will take our first break. Coming back, see what happens, which will be cool.
52 is an extra spell, right?
All right,
My God.
we're back. Voice in your head told you to hang out so you don't get caught by the other people. You went in, you saw a mind flare. Just finishing, checking out some brains and
Mind.
tentacles.
The flames of mine.
And old Doc, something snaps as you see this. But yeah, as his tentacles just sort of come together peacefully, you walk in and his head tilts forward just a bit as the door closes behind you.
Yeah.
I believe we have much to discuss.
Yeah, I think we might. What the fuck are you doing with that fucking brain?
Oh.
He's eating it, right?
Jesus.
Oh.
Wait, who's Jesus?
Peacefully.
Yeah. Doc.
No, you start talking then.
You read your affliction?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not doing it.
Do I have? I thought combat related.
No, it doesn't say that at all.
Who's nearest?
You're all standing together. Give me a D4.
Oh no.
3.
1, 2. Give me an attack roll.
Natural 5.
What's your dex?
My dex is.
She's on armor.
Yours.
So,
2 plus 2.
So 12 with this. So as this is happening, you can see this thing was in your head. You can see this is no good. The fact that they're standing around means they're compromised too. And Doc turns and just swings. And Nyx barely just gets out of the way as he just swings wide.
I look at the.
Yeah, his sort of brow bones furrow a little bit, and his tentacles sort of come undone, and he starts to step back a little bit.
Did you do that?
I'll move to grapple him. Well, hang on there, little fella.
Give me a close grapple check.
Motherfucker. God.
Oh shit! I hated that.
Yeah. That's athletics, right? I beat him.
Or acrobatics for you.
You still
Athletics.
beat them, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Minotaur goes up, and Doc just fucking losing his shit, grabs and just pulls the Minotaur off, and yeah, give me another attack.
Natural 1.
Yeah, just swings wide. Ro, what's your strength?
My strength is +3.
Okay, so yeah, he pushes Cantor off of him, and you just go in for this huge haymaker. The Cantor gets out of the way and just cracks Signy in the face. You take 2 damage. Strength's 2.
3.
Oh yeah, 3. Your strength's 2. Yeah. So you take 3 damage as you just crack her.
And I'm not looking because I'm.
No.
Because I'm talking the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing just seems concerned, and you hear, "Stop that!" In all of your heads.
Try to grab him again.
Sure.
Ow!
Same roll?
No, it was
I got the same roll, so I'm good.
I mean, I got 2 attacks. I can go again.
Yeah.
Give me your worst.
One of these days. Oh, babe.
Hey.
Give me an intelligence save.
Oh, that's not good. No bonus for that.
Nice.
Ew.
I'm glad he failed it.
All right. Yeah, with this, you see
Okay.
some of the tentacles start to spread out. They said stop. And he finally, he's just still, like in stasis. I am trying to help. If this is how you wish to help, perhaps you should see the others immediately.
Sorry about that.
That
He's
wasn't
usually not
good.
like
That
this.
was not
And he's not normally like this.
at all.
I think,
He's just having a fit.
He usually likes to make people better.
yeah.
Though to be fair, most people probably greet you like this.
It's not true.
Alright.
Don't make
Don't make
assumptions.
assumptions.
We've been having this conversation all night, and we need to just
Like the last couple.
examine our prejudices.
The fact that you're wondering about armed violence makes me feel like you feel uneasy here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We were attacked on the beach by the dock, and some demon-like creature. We got knocked unconscious, and we woke up here to find out that we're being held captive. Doors are armed, men blocking it, the exit. We're just trying to find out who the hell's in charge in here.
We were put to sleep without being given any answers, which could be harmless.
And without us giving
Or-
consent.
Which, that's important. It could be nefarious, so we were looking for answers.
Can you give us any?
Yes, there must be a mutual trust. If one of you would volunteer for me to take a peek inside of her mind, to get a better idea of her intentions and what I'm dealing with, and if you can be trusted.
How exactly you gonna do that?
I'll do it.
You won't feel a thing.
You ain't gonna harm her, are you?
No. It will, perhaps we should turn away. Approach.
Yeah.
Alright, is anyone turning away? At this point, you've been released, and you're still shaken, still angry for some reason, but more yourself than you were a few moments ago. You're not sure what just came over you.
Sorry about that, y'all. I reckon let me say I'm sorry. Got some candy.
They didn't take that from you for some reason. Salt taffy, fresh from the sea.
I love Mamba.
You swung on me first. Where's mine?
No, I was hit first.
I just missed you first.
You approach?
Yeah.
To approach, please be still.
I'm not turning.
What about you two?
I'll turn.
I will turn.
Okay.
He's
Tentacles
gonna
raise,
snack on your brain like a mamba.
and they start to go over your face. And you see one of the smaller ones wriggle its way into her nose.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the thing bulge in her nose up by her eye.
That's a sanity check, bud.
This doesn't hurt, but it feels so fucking weird and foreign and not right. But even though the physical sensation is off, there's some sort of very calming presence, some calming wave that seems to be just put into your mind to suppress whatever instinct you have to panic over this. Give me a sanity check as you watch. Actually, I'll need one from you as well.
I was gonna say.
Is it,
Meet or get below your current.
I met it.
You're
20,
fine.
right?
Yeah, just a D20.
That was so close.
Hey, 8. I'm good.
Okay.
Where'd you get these?
This happens. You see rapid fire images of what really just the last few days of you getting here, the boat, you guys having the chests, paying your way, looking for rumors. It gets faster and faster and faster until you can even make sense of your own memories, and before you know it, her tentacles out. Some weird moisture is on the tentacle. It goes into his mouth. It's cleaned. Interesting. You are here with good intentions.
The best.
What about you? You're here with good intentions.
I'm here seeking knowledge. These people they guard their secrets well. Not for the fact that I may be the first person who knows how long to have something new to offer them. I'm sure they have no need for me. There's much to learn. The pace is too slow, and the price may be too great. I'm hoping to shorten my time here. It will seem quite terrible what I wish to do, but I promise you the people here are much worse. My ways are different, but not wrong. Their ways are different than this I know. And I know a lot.
So those who run this place, they don't have good intentions, then.
None at all. This is highly unlikely any of you will be leaving this island if they have anything to say about it.
Well, you know where to keep the armory?
Your things will be given to you. The things work on a favor system here. No need for gold and the like. They will ask you to help them with a task that they actually do need. And if you help them, In turn, they will do whatever they can for you.
But we won't be able to leave.
No. But there may be an opportunity in the future. As I've seen, you're quite capable. And apparently quite okay with violence.
I'm just sick of this god-forsaken island.
Is this where we actually came for?
Yes, you're in the right place. Though I don't think you fully understand what you've gotten yourselves into.
Enlighten us.
I don't know entirely myself, but I have a way of getting answers. But to get answers, I will need their minds, in a physical sense.
Well, alright. So, ill intentions, you want the brains. Is the healing herb, is that all fake too?
No.
That
it's
is
very real.
So
Very powerful.
So there's a good reason to stick around. Alright.
There's a way you can get what you came for, and I will get what I came for. And this place will be rid of the ones who are currently running it.
And what's your plan there, partner? You said there's a moment, an opportunity.
Perhaps. It depends on how things go from here. It's best to stay on their good side. But if you're willing to work with me, I'll be able to contact you when the time is right. You need these medicines, these plants. You don't want to do anything before you have it, or else we will never get it. I don't know how to reach it, but they do. But, of course, if I knew what they knew, I would reach it for you. But to be on the safe side, let's get the cards first. So then you have what you came for.
What are you here for?
To learn.
Can I insight him for everything you just said? Or is there any deception in his tone, or is he trying to manipulate us, use us?
Like, what specifically you're deciding?
Oh no, that's a lot of information right there. I suppose
What component are you wary of?
honor
Wanting
system, or
us to get the herb, or
yeah, that'd be the one I would be most worried about.
What?
him being like very...
The herb is real, and he can help us get the
Sure,
herb.
give me an insight.
Can I also?
Yeah, you're gonna help me on that, Will?
Yeah. All of you can insight if you'd like. Be separate. It's difficult because he's speaking in your mind. His face is
Oh,
rather
I didn't think about that.
His
Yeah.
face is still.
24.
Cantor is going to reserve the right to be suspicious.
Yeah, he seems. Again, it's. I mean, there's no really
It's not facial expressions.
facial expressions that you're used to even read. He's speaking in your mind in a very. Everything about this is hard to tell, but there does seem to be a hint of unsureness. He seems to be being earnest. We believe him.
Are you saying that?
Obviously, there's something. I mean, that's what he's asking is a little crazy.
There's a lack of body language to read.
Yeah, but what he said seems true.
So you're saying that we should play good boys and girls, go back to our room, wait for him? Well, it's a girl. It's a woman with a dark braided hair. Do you know who she is?
Who do we need to impress the most?
Zara is in charge. She will be the one who asks you to do the task.
Is that the braided hair woman?
Yes.
What about that?
The blob creature?
Yeah, that flumpy looking one.
He's in the fighting room just down the hall with the smooth creature.
It's Kato.
Keeps looking at us.
He's a patient here.
Oh.
Patient. But he checks in on other patients and watches over them.
He's not supposed to.
Hmm.
He has smothered other patients in their sleep before.
Oh. Okay.
That
So
makes
someone
sense.
we should.
Hate to hear that.
He scares these.
You hate to see it.
Is that something we should tell Zara?
No, she knows. He's in trouble.
But
All
he
right.
still wanders freely.
He's not supposed to.
He's not supposed to.
What about those two who guard the doors to the exit? Are they patients or are they...
No, the Red Knight and the Blue Knights. They are legends around here. Founders of the island, so they say. And now other people take up the mantle. They're enforcers.
They're humans?
It is very hard to get a read of them. It's hard to get a read of any of these people here, actually. They've developed a senses similar to my people. I speak in your mind. I can sense what you're thinking. They can do the same with ease. That's why I found them.
Can I get in your head without you knowing?
Me, no. You, yes. Which is why I have a way around that. That would require the trust, but I can make it to where we can speak in this way, and will not be able to know what you're thinking.
How?
A concoction, quite simple. And it does not taste so good, I'm told. But
A lot of things taste bad.
Wise words. Fuck it. Shit, man.
if you trust me with this, I will give you this, and then we can speak more if you'd like, any questions you have. But the more you know, when they read your thoughts, should they get curious, and they're right down the hall.
So this can block them from reading our thoughts?
Yes,
Or only you reading ours?
yes.
That'd be a lot of trust, yes.
I trust you. As I've seen, I love it.
But wouldn't that be a red flag if all of a sudden they can't read our minds?
It would be curious, but wouldn't it be worse if they could?
Sure.
Can we read yours?
No. You will not be able to read anyone's. It simply prevents the,
It's only a shield.
yes, a shield in a way for me to speak.
Well, don't seem like we have much other options.
Well, there was that group of people huddled in those steams. Maybe we could talk to them. Maybe they have an option out of here.
Well, you know about all the other pressures down here.
Down here.
Yeah, there's a...
Again, you will need to do this first before we talk to you. That is okay.
If need be, I mean, your minds won't be shielded. But if we're worried about trust, which, no offense, seems unreasonable.
Very much. I would not have spoken to you if you did not let me read your mind.
A reasonable issue. We can start with me.
I'll do it.
I mean, he's already been in my mind, so
If I wanted any harm to come to you or something
it would have been
quite
quick.
simple. Not by my own hand, I would have let you stumble on by. I would have surely heard you. You're making quite a ruckus.
There are very few options, and this seems the least terrifying. I'm fine with it. But you're to your own decisions.
Well, not lie. There are other options if you wish to take them. I don't wish to present myself as the final straw or anything. I'm not wishing to coerce you. I would very much appreciate if this was on your own will.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our options are don't leave the island, or try to leave the island, and maybe get killed leaving the island. We have this option here.
All these ones are useless without their stuff. If we're gonna get anywhere,
I can shoot fireballs. Not
can't have them
useless.
reading our minds, or else they'll know we're trying to get off this island. Trying to get out of here, and we were wandering around talking to you.
Okay. This way. Leads you to he pulls a lever along the wall going around this giant's corpse. And so he pulls it, stone in the ground sort of shifts, opens up to a pretty wide pool of just inky black water. And he will kneel at the edge of it. He'll dip a couple of his tentacles in. You'll need to submerge your heads entirely.
Look at
I'm going.
you.
Ever going?
One at a time or all at once?
Best all at once.
Alright.
He could have crushed your brain if he wanted to. Stick my head in the.
Stick my head in it.
I go in.
Okay. Put your head in. It's very briny, thick. Reminds you almost of like seaweed growing somewhere in the ocean against a rock, sort of this film that you sort of break through to push through to get your head in. Just wait. You can hear movement in the water. And then you feel things wriggling in your nose, in your ear, and you sort of have to fight to keep your head, and most of you are probably pulling your head out quite quickly. But yeah, as these things go, and you can only hold it for so long to fall out, you can each feel something as either wiggle its way through your ear, or in your mouth, or through your nose. It's wriggle its way, and then the feeling passes. You all come out of the brine.
I hated that.
It wasn't the taste that was the problem.
Give me a sanity check,
Are there
everyone.
gonna be
Oh, fuck
long-term
me.
effects?
I'm about to die this session. D4, right?
You slipping?
Yep.
Yeah.
D4.
2.
Did you fail?
Yeah.
Alright. This was on my 2.
My sanity is now at 5.
Dang that.
Say goodbye
I
to you
rolled
so
18,
fast.
so it goes down by...
Sayonara.
Just roll
Roll
D4.
4.
That's how much it goes down by.
Yeah, man.
That's not so bad. It's not. It's better than mine.
Oh, you failed.
Yeah, I did fail.
Each of you give me a D100.
I didn't fail.
We're good.
This way.
It's because we speak Minotaur. We got that.
98.
It makes your mind tough.
You know, constitutional Minotaur. Bull.
I just roll one.
A D100. Just roll that
So-
and another one. Another D10.
Like this. So then it would be like 99. See how?
So just,
Yeah, roll one.
30.
30.
98. That's gonna be bad.
Um,
No. It's not gonna be crazy.
You all come up and you feel this weird thing in your ear. Nix just starts laughing. He just starts sort of like trembling uneasiness and sort of that nervous
The
laughter.
wicked witch laugh.
Yeah,
Do your best laugh.
No.
This is just this weird nervous laughter. She's rubbing her ear and just sort of laughing at the situation, which seems very inappropriate for this. It's sort of distracting as you glance around and you see Doc has not come out. His head is still underwater. His body is now just slumped. He seems just to be unconscious.
Pull him out.
Alright.
Floss will look at.
Yeah, you pull him out and drop. He's breathing, but yeah, whatever happened seemed to just you knocked him out.
Is that normal?
It happens sometimes. But I will be able to speak to whoever you are now, and that will prevent them from looking into your minds.
No.
So now, you may ask any questions you have. Are you okay?
Are we gonna get rid of this fucking thing in our head eventually?
Yes. I will have no use for it once you're off the sun.
I'm unconscious, alright. They didn't wake me up.
What is it?
Yeah, you're out.
What is it? The thing.
In our heads, what is it?
Are you flirting with the elephant?
That is a flirty laugh.
It's the only laugh I have,
Did
guys.
you do like the face? Like,
It's
A little flirt, a little flirt.
I really like Brian.
It was difficult to explain. This is I started off as one of those.
Brain eel.
Sure. If that makes you feel better.
No,
That's comforting brain eel.
Never.
No, I wouldn't say so at all.
It's not.
So that psionic ability will be able to protect you.
This is gonna harm us.
No. It will be a conduit. If I wish to harm you, it will make it very easy. But I have no such intention of doing it. So, the questions you have.
The archway to get to the island. To
Yes.
get in. What is that?
It's a gate, a teleportation.
What?
But where
It's
does
distorted.
It's
No.
it's wrong. It's broken. Is
The
there like
symbols-
dirt?
The symbols are all fucked up.
No, I heard that it was sabotaged, yes. They sent someone out because we knew New arrivals were coming. They sent people out, and I understand they found you too late.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the creature that attacked us?
That I do not know. We were in the lower wood. I do not go there. No one should. There are many things on this island that are quite dangerous, and that is why there's a gate from the edge to here. We're up more in the mountain where they built this small research facility. The lower wood is off limits even to them. Surprised they were able to get in and get you out. The near wood is safer. That is where they do hunting and whatnot. Though not exactly safe.
They should have further out. The bigger creatures.
What exactly are these things that run this asylum, you said?
A research facility.
Research facility.
I have not figured out exactly what is going on. I just know there's as I said, most people don't believe. There's an odd proportion of children to adults, but no one in between.
There are a bunch of vampires.
Werewolves.
Werewolves around.
Lycanthropes, no.
They never showed up.
There are none that I am aware of. People have come here and gotten cured of it.
And then they haven't left.
Many do choose to stay during duration. But those who don't, I'm not sure what happens. I don't believe they truly leave. As I would lead you to believe.
So you think we should head back to our room? Wait for them to come ask us for a favor?
They'll ask you to do a favor. The favor will be honest. It's something they need help with, and you should help them. And from there, eventually, she'll take you to retrieve the medicine. We'll figure something out.
Are we gonna die doing this favor?
You seem quite capable. They usually, you're no use to them. They're not trying to kill anyone. I still don't understand what they want, though.
But it's not good.
I don't believe so. I know the three who run it are,
There's three?
What about Gobi?
Gobi. And the goblin, he's he takes care of the children.
The goblins in charge of the children.
I do not like him. He's quite full of himself.
Oh, yeah,
Too serious.
So Zara, Wyman, and Goswin.
Yes. Sarah is the researcher.
Do you know what's up with the catalog?
You what?
The catalog, there's a big room, and everything is organized perfectly, and when you try to move something, you want it to put it back, everything is beautifully organized, and there's a catalog.
No, I've not made much sense of almost any of the writings or research. It's incredibly frustrating.
It upset her so much.
Yes.
I got
Very mad.
Yes, that is why I would like to just skip whatever this is and get right to the source. The others, they have different ideas on what to do. They don't trust me, they don't tell me much, but I can tell Wyland and Zara do not exactly get along. Or I should say Wyland seems to have ulterior motives. Zara seems blissfully unaware, and she very much believes in what she's doing here. I just don't know what that is.
So
Alright.
is Wyland good because he disagrees with her, or is he worse?
That is all relative. He's not confessed to me what his intentions are, what his disagreements are. I've just heard them having whispered arguments here and there.
The end of the hall.
Perhaps.
We think we probably heard one.
The other one is more of an administrative type. Seems harmless. But he seems to be everywhere also.
Those are the worst, yeah. They fly under the radar.
He keeps an eye on things.
Yeah.
It is said
Does he have ravens? Fake ravens. That might eat real ravens.
if these were creatures and they were dark, most likely. It is said if you can see a shadow can see you, and he can see you.
I want my book back.
Return to your room. I'm sure they will give you your things.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm about out of questions and patience for this.
Anything else? At this point,
What's your name?
Doc, you would start to come to.
What the tarnation just happened?
Oh, good. He's okay.
I don't think
What's your name?
That's okay.
Ulidar.
Uligar?
Yes.
Uligar? desperately pray that there is no deception in what you say.
The prayers will not be as useful here, I'm told.
Oh,
It's unfortunate. But either way.
Yes,
we
it's
remain allies.
would be mutually beneficial for all of us to rid ourselves of these so-called scholars. I'd very much like to know. I don't get answers. I'm free to share my answers with you. I have no need for the medicine. We'll take that back to wherever you need. Help your people. We'll take the knowledge back from you.
alright. That's fair, it's fair.
Anything else?
What about that cavern that looked like something exploded in it? You know anything about that?
Something exploded in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's, cut and dry.
What about the
that.
other patients down here?
Some escapes when that happened. One particularly troublesome patient, a large, misshapen man.
Giant skull?
No, not him. But he was similar size. But then he got out.
Oh, great. What about the steam spring people?
Supposed to have a naturally healing component. People, no one should be in there right now.
Oh, well, there's a group huddled in there.
Who?
They're wearing robes, cloaks.
No,
something
they
like that.
weren't.
Golden robes?
That was a different room.
Traveling
Traveling
robes.
robes.
I mean, that could be described nearly anyone who travels.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, cut and dry. I like that.
2 nights fighting each other.
Yes, I've asked about that, not to give them much answer.
What'd you ask?
They call them the twins. I'm not sure.
Not always.
I know they're creating life as well and teaching us life things.
Maybe taking life from elven children?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
The one with the eyes and the eyes only. That's something they're working on making.
Yeah.
Project of theirs.
Elven baby.
Oh.
Let's go back to our rooms now.
If there is anyone else.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I don't remember. We got your perception check to look at.
27.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty high. You would know, at least roughly. The thing that stuck out was one had sort of dark, a dusky skin tone. The other sort of a deep gray skin tone. You saw just maybe a little bit of, from beneath the cloak, maybe the hands they were talking.
Okay. I'll relay that information. That helps. You know anybody like that around here? Any other patient like that?
It's likely Argo. The hunters.
Uh-huh.
The ones who found you.
Oh, interesting.
They're another one. Their intentions eluding me. If you want to know more, especially if you don't take my word that something odd is going on, you should follow them. They get up to some interesting things. I'm not sure what. No one else can travel freely in the woods. Those horrible things. They're able to do so.
Interesting. That is peculiar.
Perhaps if you have time, follow them.
I say we go back to our room.
Okay.
Sooner we can get them to show up.
Thank you, friend.
I appreciate the risk you're taking. And please, obviously, they cannot read your mind, but do not use your mouth to tell them what happened.
No promises.
Please don't let these things eat my brain.
They will not.
Is Nick flirting?
Everything's.
Yeah.
You guys are funny now. You're so funny.
I reckon I've been funny.
You let one tentacle slip inside you and you just get infatuated.
Are you guys
giddy.
witty or I don't know.
You guys returning to your room?
Yeah, we're
I'm
down here.
trying to stifle giggle
How long?
queen.
A little giggle. We got a little stompy and a little giggle.
IRL?
No.
Oh, okay, then not that long. Yeah, you guys get up there, trying to stifle her, get in your beds. Still pretty tired, and eventually you'll fall asleep again. So you're not really fully rested.
Hope that
Short
day
rest?
don't smoke.
I was gonna say.
Perhaps one of us should stay awake at all times so we don't get smothered. Right.
You got it, bud. And I trance.
Thanks, man. I trance.
Fall asleep. You know me.
You fall asleep, yeah.
Okay.
Giggle princess can. Huh? What was that? You want to say something to
I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
so
I
you don't
said
sleep.
layered.
Don't touch me.
Layered.
me? Randy, say something?
What you say? No, I can't hear you. So you don't need sleep. 4 hours of meditation.
You said that like you did have
I'm
secret
fine,
news, so we
dude.
know I'm excited.
I'm good.
Oh my god, secret?
Well, like,
Maybe I was easy
sanity-wise,
to hide it.
I'm not doing
You're
well.
a psychopath. You're probably just like the smother us.
Now you know. Now you don't know.
And if you
Better
don't know,
be than
now you
a
don't know.
stranger.
Can't argue there.
Oh, God.
You wake in the morning.
We wait.
Nice.
No one smothered us.
Light
I get
is coming
smothered?
through. No, you have your health back. Should you? If anyone got punched.
Yeah, anybody who might have been punched in the last few hours.
Nah, I'm good.
No punches. All
No
gone.
punching.
No punching.
You see what you assume to be Zara finishing up Nick's bands manages to wake. You see 2 other men just sort of standing, more observing. Middle-aged human, the pretty serious expression, whose brow seemed like stuck in like this furrowed mode, like he's constantly in thought. Thin, light hair that's parted down the middle. Despite him clearly being a scholarly type, he's actually pretty athletically built. And then there's another man, looks older than the other 2. He's half gel. There's a pretty big square jaw, which is like a very human thing, not really the elven features, but he has the elven ears, the large eyes, and just he's bald, just a completely plain expression. And she finishes. You're awake. That was close. I'm glad you're still with us.
Who is us? Where is this?
It's Deepwell Isle. You sought us out. Captain Lynn
Yes.
took you in.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
She told you not to go in the woods, though, right?
Oh, I didn't go in the woods. I got chased by that monster.
It came out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Hell was that?
Where are you supposed to
We
come?
call it the pretender demon.
Pretender
Pretend
demon.
like
That's a fitting
demon,
name.
to the fullest extent, but pretending demon could be scarier.
Yes, I apologize. It seems the gate was tampered with.
It came through the gate, or did you?
No. I was supposed to come to the gate to get you. It did not work. We had to make a decision, and Argo and his team went out to retrieve you. I thought you were...
Argo? I pointed to one of the guys, trying to see. If
No,
he's in.
Argo is no. This is once the man with the hair parted on the middle, Wylands and Goswin, and Goswin just that's the one to say. A pleasure.
Thank you so much for your hospitality and your safety and everything you've given us.
Yes. Hopefully you're feeling better now. And actually, all of you are feeling great, very good. Full strength and then some is back.
Can we tell if that seems abnormal from our sleep, or they gave us something kind of thing? Like, is there any way to tell?
You just woke up feeling great.
Okay. That's
Love
not,
it.
we're standing here like.
I haven't done that in years.
That's how like.
Right, well, we came here for a herb. Supposed to help cure this plague in our lands.
We come as envoys from our kingdom. There's a great plague, and we sought you as our last resort to heal this. There's a rumor that you might be able to help us.
Those rumors are true. We can do a lot of good here, but we do try to keep things secret. I worry what certain their
Forces.
enterprising forces would do should they discover this.
Of course.
We try to do what we can from here. You've made a long journey. You've been through a lot. So I'll be more than happy to help.
I can't tell you what this means to us.
We don't have any on hand. In a day or two, I should be able to retrieve more for you. In the meantime, I hate to be a bother and ask this as soon as you wake up. We work on a bit of a favor system here. Like if you do good, good will come to you. There's a problem, and from what I hear, from what Captain Lynn said about your heroism, your prowess.
You spoke to Captain Lynn?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, she sent a message on the way. Spoke very highly of all of you. There's an issue. A patient who it was a terrible accident. He left. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to him if he's out there on his own. He has a condition I've never seen before. One that we will be able to help in time.
Take some studying, I'm sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's an incredibly contagious volatile. It disfigures the mind and the body. And it's for his safety and everyone's that he's brought back here. I worry that he won't come willingly. As I said, the disease is eating away at his mind as well. He's scared. Mostly just scared. We want him unharmed. Well, we want him alive. It'll actually be quite difficult to harm him. His condition, it has a lot of potential. His regenerative abilities are amazing, but out of control. And it spreads to other things, plants, animals. Things grow in abandon, typically in a bad way, if left unchecked. Following a trail of things like this, gross things that seem wrong, should lead you to him. I can't imagine he got too far, and I pray he didn't get to the lower wood. While I'm doing what I need to do to retrieve what you need, you could perhaps bring him back. It would mean a lot.
If that's what it takes to get the cure, we'll do it.
Are his only abilities this type of like a negative regeneration? It's like tumultuous regeneration. I don't know what you would call it.
Yes, he will be very hard. I mean, we'll be able to harm him, but
Right.
he'll become better quick.
Right, and he uses his environment to attack as well.
No, he has no control over this. Just things that he's around.
Emotional.
No, I believe it's a physical proximity to him. Become this way as well. So you'll need to be careful yourselves.
Do you have any the people that found us that were able to get us from the creature that got us originally? Were they able to help us?
No, they were really getting ready to go. I saw them packing up. I'm not sure what they're doing today, but they had something else they said they needed to do. So they should be leaving soon. Obviously all of your things, which will reference, you can see all of your things are laid out in this room now. So your disposal and whatnot. Some of it was a bit damaged, but we've repaired it and everything should be fine.
Oh, thank you so much for your generosity. Do you know anything about how we can capture him without doing irreparable damage?
Yeah, that's the thing. You won't be able to do irreparable damage.
Okay. Well, that's a relief, I think.
It might take a bit of roughness, which we're not really quick to do.
I'm gonna start gearing up.
I flipped through my notebook for like my little parchment book.
Sure.
Are we good? Is everything in there?
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll have a meal prepared for you. I can sit down if there's any questions you have. I'll be happy to take a meal with you and answer.
Thank you.
I'm sure there's a lot going on right now. Things seem a bit odd around here, man. I'd be happy to quell any fears you might have.
I'm sorry. It was so rude of me. What was your name?
Zara.
Zara. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Nix. I'm sure you know a little bit about us from the captain.
Your name's in the rough description. I'm assuming Nix, Cantor, Virion, City.
You can call me Doc.
Doc. Are you a doctor?
Well, I was a doctor, healer, ship to ship, helping people. That's why I want to find this herb and bring it back to my kingdom and heal them.
I would love to pick your brain and get some of your thoughts on
Pick
things.
my brain.
He's
Flashback.
so sensitive. He really is. Ignore him.
What did you put on our tongues?
Medicine to help you sleep.
She's ever so curious. She picked the brain of the mage the entire trip here. So if you
It
have
was not helpful.
any wisdom or
Yeah, I mean,
medicine
if you're
you
here
can
to
share with
study
her.
it, I would love to.
She has a beautiful brain. She would love to learn.
Actually,
Everyone's been saying nice things about me lately.
I'm sure there's a lot of ideals we can share.
I'm
A
blushing.
lot I can learn from you, and you can learn from me.
Sorry, thank you. Are you all ready for a meal? We can discuss our game plan and move forward.
About as ready as I'll ever be.
At this point, Wyman goes, where are you from?
Hey DM, where are we from?
You're from, yeah, the town is Harrow's Hold. That's where you're sent from.
Harrow's Hold. You know of it.
King Aaron.
No.
Narrow perception.
You mean inside?
Insight. Sorry, I do that every time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, look.
Sure. Inside
Don't
to
be
see
mean
if
to her.
he does know where it is.
If he,
Yeah,
if he's lying, yeah. So I'm really insight. 24.
Doesn't seem to ring a bell. Seems to be a
Just
series
be
of
an
questions.
asshole.
No, he's trying to figure something out about you.
0 to 60, Mandy. Holy
It
shit.
was just, he seemed kind of biggish.
Y'all don't get off the island much then, huh?
He's just direct.
No, we don't. Are you from?
Across the continent.
Not from the sea.
You're a healer, yes?
Yeah, I am.
What are the rest of your capabilities?
Transmutation.
Transmutation.
Studied for a long time.
I see. Skill to divination? Aberration, perhaps?
No.
Interesting.
I think it's important to be
Focused.
committed to one thing. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, warlock. I know a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
What about you? What's your focus?
Biomancy.
What is that, partner?
It's a school of magic in a way. It's something that's in time can be learned by anyone. The study of the corporeal, the flesh.
Fascinating.
It is.
What can you do with that? Can you change your own flesh or the flesh around you?
You had such a simple desire, sure.
What is the grandest desire you have?
No. I'll let you know when I find out. We need to constantly push the boundaries.
Of course. Such is all pursuit of knowledge.
I won't be taking any with you, though. I have work to do.
Oh, sure.
A pleasure. And he takes his leave.
What was his name again?
That was why.
About Wyland.
I'm
Wyland.
interested in some marine biomancy.
Zara, would you like to share a meal with me? If not, I can let you have a moment to yourselves.
I mean,
Let's
we
go.
got our... Okay, yeah. Shit.
I'll eat anywhere.
He will. It's crazy.
As long as it's vegetarian, of course.
We're both vegetarian.
That is good. Meat's very hard to come by. The things out there are not eager to be hunted. Well, not the news, but anyway, let's go.
Sure.
Yeah. Take you around through the entrance into what you assume is the domed area.
How do we go by this?
From the entranceway. Yeah, the double doors into the entrance hall.
Where the knights were.
Yeah.
They're not there.
Yeah, they're still there. You see them there. They're playing a little board like chess. You can hear that's that
They're
sound you're
knights
hearing.
and they're
That's
You
cute.
can hear the pieces just being steadily moved on the board.
Are they good? Can I catch a?
Yeah, we want to focus on important stuff. Are they good?
I just don't know if they're smart. It's important.
It's hard. They seem very evenly matched right now.
Okay.
Early
Right,
on in
either
the
they're
game.
really bad or they're really good.
But yeah, they lead you into a very nice, lot of plant life and stuff. It's very warm in here. It's sort of a temperate climate to protect from the coldness.
Ah, this is
Um,
beautiful.
Yeah, and it seems to be sort of an open area with all sorts of different little plants and stuff set up. And
Plants we recognize or no?
some you do, some you don't. But yeah, there's a table that they sit you down in, and Goswin leaves and comes back with some meals, some more fruits and vegetables, but they're good.
Are there any that are like not that we've never seen before?
Mhm.
Or if I'm like
Papu fruit.
asking 100 questions.
Oh, yeah,
about-
Zara's actually, she's seems very into this. She seems to love talking. If you've hit something she's very interested in, and she's very happy to explain the sort of culinary techniques and these plants and what makes them good for eating, what other uses they have.
And I'll start like not eating and just like sketching like what they look like in my little.
Oh yeah, she'll be
thing
interested
and,
in
like,
that. And
showing-
she'll even like say, oh, so actually,
Can you knock it off, please?
Sorry. I usually see
We're
so
trying
much more
to
than that, so I'm really trying to hold it back.
yeah, we'll sort of help with some of the sketches. Like usually they're more of this color, and actually when they're young, they have a very odd shape. And sort of doing that. Goswin is not eating. He has a plate in front of him. He's sat down. He's just been sitting there blankly.
Can I try to sit close to / across from Goswin?
Sure.
I notice he's a little less chatty.
Yeah.
So, you know, we learned about your friend Ryland's abilities. What's your thing? What are you interested in?
Biomancy.
What was it?
Biomancy.
You as well?
Yes.
Is it similar to Ryland's interests, or is it different?
This one.
Oh, do you guys study together?
Yes.
Well, it must be nice to have someone to partner with to learn from. Do you find that part fascinating to be able to learn from one another?
Extremely fascinating.
I can see the excitement. I don't know anything about biomancy at all. Can you tell me anything? It's really fascinating from what I've seen.
Put it very well. Study the culture. Mind.
What do you find the most interesting for you, the mind or the body?
Some days a mind. Some days a body.
Just depends on the day.
Today. The body.
Don't like that.
Was he hitting on you?
No.
Whoa!
Well,
We have a lot of potential. Untapped. I hope we just happen to.
Where do you want to go with this study? What are the furthest bounds your imagination can reach? What are your theories? Where do you want to access this knowledge in?
I'm good at putting in the work. I'm not the idea man.
So you're the brains behind all this.
No, the brains.
Zara, are you the brains?
I suppose I started this. Been here the longest, but I mean, we all of our work is invaluable.
Well, that is fascinating. I don't mean to cut this delicious meal short, but you said that this thing is getting farther and farther away. We don't want it to reach the lower wood.
I can't imagine he would have gotten there, but I'm sure it's.
Well, I hope
Why
Deep
would-
Salacious doesn't do that.
Why would we be
Deep
worried-
Salacious, Prince of the Dolphins. He grants me all my power.
Oh,
why?
you're right, cleric.
Ooh, don't like that.
I've been told that those who draw their powers from different realms have difficulty with it here.
I wish my DM would have told me that.
You
You wouldn't know him. He's a real asshole.
You should be fine though, but there's something here that almost like a barrier, clouds things like that. But it makes other things clear. I found that things are much simpler without the interference of the gods, or the interference of anyone.
Well, Deep Salacious is always with me at my amulet. Well, anything else you can give us strategy-wise to, complete this task for you?
Let's hope Salacious comes through.
He always does.
Is there any other dangers up in
I've
the
traveled
northern?
with him for a while, and he does not always come through.
In the woods,
Name.
creatures and whatnot. Most creatures are not friendly. They all seem to be hostile in one way or another. Avoid them.
The lower wood you mentioned, what does that mean? What is this barrier?
It's not a barrier per se. But we're up in the mountains, woods along the slope that seem to be fine. The lower you get into the mountain, the lower wood.
Closer to like where we were,
Yes.
it's more dangerous. Where we dropped
yes.
passengers off.
We found a way to just bypass it altogether. The gate.
With the gate that doesn't work anymore.
Yes, we're working on it.
Okay. Oh, I was just making sure that's like that thing. It just seems so like malicious that like it. It was very strange when we came upon it, and the carving seemed so wrong. It was
The runes, I noticed. I was interested in.
Oh, it was tampered with.
yeah, and we were so
yeah.
concerned about that. That was, coming to a strange island. We were worried about,
You were right to be.
but it was just the strange demon thing that had done it.
I doubt it. I'm not sure who did it. We'll find out.
All right, we'll see what we can find on the way.
Right, let's go find this patient who needs our help.
So, can I recall my raven and my sprite now?
Your raven, yeah. You can think about it and you open your eyes and it's there. As you saw it sort of, for a second, the way the sun, part of one of the planets, cast a shadow on her. It seemed to pass very quickly, and as the shadow passed, the raven was there. You'll have to complete the spell, use some of your components and your focus, but you're able to bring back Della. At the table you do, and the other two watch, just intrigued as you complete your ritual to bring him in. This little black winged sprite appears. Everything is better now. Who are they?
What?
Who are they?
This is Della.
No, Della's asking you.
Oh, sorry. I was like,
Whatever.
this is a very strange accent, but maybe he was using people. These kind people saved us after we were all murdered, nearly.
Yes, I didn't get a good shot at it, but if you bring me back, we'll stand a chance.
That's why you're here. We're going on a little hunting trip.
We'll put you down.
I do not doubt it one bit.
He's the sweetest little thing.
You can understand that little thing. Squeaks to a higher frequency for me understanding.
He does that on purpose, I think.
What?
Alright. You guys heading out? Don't worry, we'll handle this.
Thank you for your hospitality, and
Thank you for the knowledge.
We'll bring
Pack up my
it
stuff.
back here. Is there a name for the patient?
Doesn't seem to have really responded to anything by the time we found him. The captain had a mess getting him here. He apparently was the only one who made it here.
So there's no bits of its past, anything in
Not that
he
we were
might
able to
be
pull
connected
through.
to.
Maybe you'll dare let me do.
Okay. Alright.
But, Goswin can show you the direction he went.
Okay.
He stands. Yes, you're ready to go on too.
You seem as excited as us. Let's head out.
Doc, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Alright. Why did you say it like that?
Creepy. Let's go.
You used your determined voice.
Okay.
God damn
Makes me
right.
scared.
He leads you outside the building, down the path, and it seems like it's pretty much just one road in this town. There's buildings on each side, and just curves down the mountain a little bit and stops abruptly. Large stone gate. He takes you out and shows you the direction of the woods. You can tell by points. You can see a couple of trees have random, as if just like a burst of other branches and plants just like grew out of them in weird bulbous shapes and whatnot. Glancing around, yeah, you could just see a trail almost of just these weird
Random
combinations.
branches.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice, someone who studies this kind of thing?
Those of you who wish to get to the close proximity may have to steady yourself against its effects.
Will a strong bull-like constitution help with that?
Probably.
Thank you. I hope to see you again.
Don't know why we wouldn't.
This seems pretty frightening, but thank you for your confidence. I like that.
You're dangerous as that today, but I understand you are trying to come back to this house.
True.
Large, strong, scared. You'll be fine. Thank you for doing this for us.
It's a favor for a favor, and I respect that immensely. We'll see you soon.
Thank you kindly for the breakfast.
Absolutely.
Start marching.
Please do.
Something about breakfast.
Okay.
You can start marking.
Should we have asked them about that ghost kid? Does that matter? I don't know.
No, I think that was the demon.
Ooh, pretender demon. Pretended to be a kid.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like kids. They
Could be
pretend.
Demons.
Who would like to lead this?
I'll fucking lead it.
Give me a survival.
I was. Can I help him?
You want my
Natural
baby?
20.
It's okay. He
So
doesn't.
it's 25.
No, he's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to lose my raven again, so.
Yeah, it's not too hard. It starts getting more spread out, but you're able to keep a decent pace, keeping up with where these growths are.
Do I get Sandy back for 10 or 20s?
I wish.
No.
Oh, I wish too, man.
So eventually, the direction you know you head seems to be split from a noise you start hearing. You hear a long howl, matched by another howl, and just the peaks of kids screaming, freaking out into the woods.
Yeah, over the woods?
Does it sound like the kids screaming we found in the lower woods? Or is it different?
No, it seems to be a bunch of kids yelling and wolves
I'll
howling.
be that damn pretender demon again.
They said that one stays in the lower woods, so.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it
he got
could
out of
be.
the docks though too.
Them
Well,
werewolves.
if it is the pretender demon,
Could be them werewolves that came here to get killed.
instead of fighting, I can get us out.
Do we focus on the wolves or focus on patient zero here?
Let's just try to chase patient zero.
Goes against everything.
Then go save the kids you're so scared of. Just make a choice.
You're right, I am fearful of children.
Yeah, you're confident it's, well, unless the pretender demon also is able to make tracks. You can see it. There's many little tracks headed off that way.
But it's the same way the trees are?
Same where the noise is coming from.
You know what? I have to take off to help the children.
Okay.
I'll go too.
Rest of you following?
At this
Oh,
point.
fucking hell, alright.
Alright, we'll take our final break there and come back and wrap that up.
It was so aggressive.
We are back. You hear wolves howling. You hear children screaming. You guys cut through the woods and you see just that. You see a handful of trees and you see kids hanging from branches clambering up, and you see two huge wolves just circling, howling, stalling around. One of them sort of digging at the bottom of one of the trees as actually, no,
Can I have a PhD?
because I don't feel like setting up the whole map.
I don't blame you.
That's a big wolf.
I've seen bigger.
No, you haven't.
True.
Diggity dang.
There's a tree here that one of the wolves was sort of digging around. Both of them were. As you guys run up and approach, one of the larger ones turns to face you. Everyone give me an initiative.
Intelligence, right?
Yep.
It's still intelligent?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. 22.
Beat me, I'm a 17.
I'm a non-nat 20.
18.
Deck's real good.
Hey, popcorn it to me.
You're going first.
How far is it? Let's see.
To each one was like 65 feet.
Fuck. Oh,
Popcorn it to me.
I'm gonna. I will move up 30 feet and cast fire bolts on the larger one, gray one.
All right.
It is a natural 19 on the die. Plus,
That'll hit.
alright. I will popcorn it to Signy after I am done. Oh, actually, she's gonna steal, isn't it? Shitballs!
Yeah, that's fine.
To the bigger one.
Mm-hmm. I do 12 damage fire.
The drum stop, who won?
Victory!
Oh, nope, we're back.
No.
Okay, you step up, swing your sword as this blast of fire goes, it hits it, it just gets low, it sort of growls, and you see it like tense up and then just burst forward, easily closing the gap, lunging at you.
18.
I have 9 written down.
Because we didn't have armor that one time.
Right. So miss. Give me a strength save.
$15.
You take 19 damage as this thing just goes. And you see it pounce, and you see Cantor just hit the ground as this thing's on top of him and just pinned him down. This has a jaw and it's just tearing back and forth. You've already gone.
Am I restrained?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. You still have your movement speed then, but it's trying to hold you down. It's just gonna come up, and now he's on the ground. The other one's just gonna come in, easy target, start chomping. Advantage. It'll still miss one, but hit the other. It's gonna 8 damage, as both of these are just biting into it. Then we'll throw it to Doc.
Okay. Right, we're fucking one of them. Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Sees, I assume spiritual dolphins start surrounding you
And Starmies.
swimming around within the 15 feet radius of you.
Yep. I can't I thought I can cast it. Oh, it is self.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of fucks up what I wanted to do. How far away am I from the wolf?
Left 33.
His
Move
real
up.
Yeah.
voice
Yeah, I'm just
is-
move up. I'll attack.
Character voice are melding together in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah, you can get right up to them.
beggars can't be choosers. Alright, well, I'm gonna attack.
Okay. What's the save for Spirit Guardians? Both of them will get hit with it.
No, I'm not gonna do Spirit Guardian. I'm moving up just to attack. I thought I would cast it.
Okay. Okay. Give me your attack. Which one are you attacking?
The white one.
Okay.
Activate my Stun Trident. That would be 23 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, and I'll use my Divine Strike, so once per turn I do extra d8 thunder damage, which is max because of my, whatchamacallit, oh, where's my fucking thing? Yeah, okay. So, lend me your d8s.
No, I forgot what that is. Do you have enough?
Yeah, I'm good. So 2d8, an extra 3d8.
Using Channel Divinity?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, 23 radiant damage. And since I hit him with my Divine Thunder, he is large or smaller creature. He's pushed 10 feet away. Because at the 6th level I get Thunderbolt Strike, so if I deal
So yeah, you hit. Let you use your use one of your
Divine Strike.
So Channel Divinity to just do extra radiant damage. So what?
Yes, it's Divine Energy, 1d8 Thunder damage to the target.
Oh, okay, and since you did thunder, you can push it using the other thing. Okay, yeah, you run up to the Triton. As it hits, you just hear this thunder clap, and the concussion of it just sends this wolf sliding back. Would you like to go next?
Actually, that wasn't mine. That's just a thing I can do at level 8 now. I will give it to Signy.
Signy.
I'm gonna look at my good buddy Cantor, and I'm gonna cast Enlarge.
Hell yeah.
It's good that we're using an extra big figurine then, which already is a large-sized creature. So, yeah, even though you're on the ground with this wolf, the wolf is raised up as this Minotaur just grows and its armor grows. Just the wolf is just still bearing down, biting a little harder, but you get beefed up. I think you get advantage on your strength stuff. You do an extra D4.
So you get,
Extra d4 on damage, sure.
Ending the round. Is there anything else you want to do?
no.
Nick's ending the round.
That's why I wanted to go first, so that I can pass it to you.
You remember,
Can't
you
pass
have to
by
use
initiative
your
first.
action to have your familiars do anything.
Yeah, they're not super effective, I feel, in combat.
Did you tell them that?
No, I never would ever do
I've been
that.
passing notes to him.
Never,
Oh, sorry.
ever.
I'm not sorry.
So,
sorry.
let's just start off with the Eldritch Blast.
Which
I
one?
use 2.
Where's your mouse?
You could hit one. You could hit both, or you could just hit one.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hit, try to hit
Is that
both.
your
Alright. Give me 2 attacks. Start with
Yeah.
the big one.
Just yank that.
23.
That'll hit. And let's roll for the other one.
23.
Both hit. So let's do the first damage.
And that is
D10.
D10.
You don't have agonizing blast, do you?
No.
Okay, so just a D10. Okay.
9.
So 2 blasts go out, each connecting with one of these wolves, ending the round. Who would you like to start the round?
Yes, it's
Extra
big.
large.
Yeah, I'm on the ground. That's not good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll stand up.
Yeah, with your ring, it just hums, and you go from on the ground to just pops you up as you're now towering over this wolf that was the size of you before. This thing's huge, but Now you're hugest.
Alright, I'm going to use Green Flame Blade.
Alright.
Attack this guy. So give me. Oh, well, I should roll attack. Not good. Let's see.
You get an extra d4 to attacks, don't you, for enlarge?
It's
it attack
damage.
Damage
Okay.
strip.
You have to hit.
Alright, looks like it's only going to be 10.
Yeah, you go up, you bring the blade down, but it's a big heavy swing that the wolf gets out of the way.
So he doesn't get advantage just on strength checks, not on attack rolls, correct?
Do I get a second attack still or no with Green Flame Blade? I
You
do have
would
two
know
attacks.
more than me, I'm
I
never
think so.
As part of the
I
action,
don't
to
believe
cast a
in that.
spell, you must make a melee attack with a weapon against one creature within range. Otherwise, the spell fails. On a hit, the target suffers.
So I think you can
General.
attack again, but you can't cast another spell.
Yeah.
The spell failed, but you still have your other attack.
Alright. I will attack again. Alright, 12.
Not very good this. Yeah, just two big
Back.
and this wolf is just on its paws hopping back and forth looking for an opportunity to dive back in.
Because I cast a cantrip, I can do a bonus action extra attack.
Alright. Probably gonna fail again, but
Well, probably.
But consider. Boom.
There it is.
Natural
27.
that does it.
D4.
Plus 14 damage.
You're frustrated that final attack coming through and finally cutting into this thing. Which will allow it to steal. Yes, now it's just gonna try to leap at you again. Only one hit. Give me a strength save. You probably have advantage.
That will be 22.
An even 20 damage though. This thing jumps and just catches the meat of your neck. But you're big enough now where you pretty much catch it and push it off of you instead of being thrown down by it. I'll give it to his buddy who's gonna come around and try to help take down this big hunk of meat using some of the advantage of the tiger tactics.
I'm also flanking, so I'll give it to him.
Alright.
It's only fair.
Still misses actually. Got good armor. Yeah, comes in and just catches some of the metal but doesn't manage to sink its teeth through. You're right there, we'll give it to you again.
I'll move around to get advantage on Big Boy,
Sure.
and I will try to attack him.
Man, you're staring right down the pipe.
Ew.
So
There's
the
a weird
first
energy.
Yeah, I'm riding it.
21 to hit.
That'll do.
Okay. I can do this once per turn, the Divine Strike. I just can't do Destructive Wrath again. So 2d8 Radiant. Do that first.
There's another channel divinity?
No, so my Channel Divinity is Destructive Wrath, so twice a day I can automatically
you always
make,
just get an extra 2d8?
at 8th level, you gain the ability to fuse my Divine Energy with my weapon. Once each of your turns, when you hit a creature or weapon attack, you can cause the attack to do extra 1d8 thunder
Sweet.
damage. So, but this is Radiant right here. So this is 7 plus 5 is 12. Radiant damage. And then,
It's out? Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one.
and then,
It's that one's fine, don't worry about
and then an extra 2 thunder damage.
Okay. Get a good licking on it. But he's still
Yeah.
fine. I can't steal, so who would you like to go next?
I'll give it to the one they call Signy.
That's me.
Psych! No,
Oh, okay. My feelings are a little hurt.
no.
I'm gonna just do a firebolt.
It's only 1d8 extra damage. Level 14 is 2d8.
Yeah, it's my Sun Trident's 2d8.
Got it. What are you doing?
Straight shot on that one.
You're running up or shooting it?
Shoot.
Oh.
Oh boy, is a 12 hit?
No.
Oh, a bonus action? Where do you think I am?
What do you think he is?
Yeah, answer me.
That leaves it to Nyx.
Fast.
Oh.
Can Can I use guiding bolt on this dude right here?
Yes, you can. It's a deck save, it's attacking your part.
It's attack.
Alright, don't miss.
I do have something I should have done.
15.
15?
Yeah.
On the white one or the gray one?
The white one.
Hits.
Fuck yes.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I fucked up. I already had it written as 2d8. So should I minus 2d8 right now? To the wolf?
No.
A gracious DM. Well, that's gonna hurt us back. He's gonna get us back for that.
On a
Get you
hit,
back for that?
Yeah. I have high sanity. Whatever.
on a hit, the target takes 4d6, but then every
It'll have
level.
advantage on attack after that. Oh, you're hiding at
Every-
a higher level.
Yeah,
So 46 at level 1.
46 at level 1.
Level 2, 3, 4, 5. 8d6.
Need some d6s.
Yes.
How many? 8?
No more.
Good God. What did you just do? Guiding bolt.
He's gone.
Alright. I mean, 12. 22. 28. And 28.
Yeah, as you guide the Raven Queen's energy, and this thing is shadowy bolt goes from you into the wolf, and the wolf just explodes, covering its wolf friend and Cantor and wolf gore, ending the round.
Can I,
You get to start the next round if you want, or you
bonus
can,
action, could I, cloak of flies?
oh yeah. So
Do that?
I mean, you can only do that once per short rest.
Is it any location?
Yeah,
Then yeah.
yeah. I don't
I
think.
believe so.
Well, all notifications are different, but I don't. I mean, you can do it, but you might be using it for your.
You might
It's not, I mean, I can just do it for like a long period of time. I don't remember.
Okay. I'll say you pile the cloak of flies.
Just
This
to have it.
thing explodes, and yeah, you see some of these bugs start collecting on her more and more and more until she's just covered in this haze. New round. Who do you want to start it?
Sure.
See if you can hit.
Ain't no one stop me in that.
You'll have advantage now.
Yeah.
let's get it.
You're welcome.
I'll just take 2 big old swings at it.
You green flame wing.
Yeah, why not? 19 to hit.
That'll do.
Oh, sorry.
I checked it.
Alright.
Hey, you hit.
It's better than that one.
9 plus.
15 damage.
Alright. Still up.
I get to swing again, right? Let's swap out the blade. Yeah.
Yeah. You had your d4 too.
He did.
Not great. I miss.
Okay, second attack goes wide.
You got it.
Anything else?
Did you get another one?
That's all I got.
Use a cantrip?
Alright.
Oh, I did use it actually. Cantrip, I can bonus action attack again.
Okay.
That's good.
That's pretty good. That's 27.
That'll do.
$12 damage.
That is enough. What's that look like?
Yeah.
Cantor just takes the great sword off. First attack, flames licking off of it. Second attack going wide. The third attack rips up through it and tears it in half.
Yeah, just with this another splatter of an already gory, enlarged Minotaur warrior This wolf is just he sticks it in, and you just hear the rip as he pulls the sword the rest of the way through. Yeah, the two meaty halves just.
I loosened it.
Yeah, you hear kids in the tree. Some a little freaked out, most excited, cheering, happy.
You're safe now.
And you hear a shh, shh.
Okay, don't be ever shush on adult.
And you see a little foot dangle, and then another one, and then you see a goblin drop from the tree and land lightly, straighten himself up. You dressed a little jester-like, to where he has sort of big shoes, a little floppy hat, but a very nice, respectable jacket, and carries a nice cane with him. And yeah, lands, brushes himself off, looks around,
You're still big.
approaches,
Still cloaked in flies.
stay in the tree. He walks up confidently to your group.
Well, hello there.
You must be Gobi.
Yes, I am Gobi. Your patient's here, yes?
Yeah, Zara, she sent us on a task out here.
That's good and well, and I thank you.
Just doing the right thing.
Yes, you did. Thanks.
Absolutely. I recommend you getting these children back to
Don't
it.
tell me how to deal with these children.
Just giving you
Have
recommendations.
you?
What if I told you I don't need your recommendations?
You'd still
I'm
be in the
sure-
tree.
I'm
Partner.
sure you know this land better than we do.
Yes, I do.
Covered in flies.
How do the children seem?
I said softly.
A little rattled, and they seem, now that he has an air of authority, you could tell they're sort of quiet, watching.
They seem well fed, healthy.
One of them goes up. What about the ones in the tree? He turns, and they'll get quiet and turns back to you. I assure you I can deal with the remainder of the problem here. I do appreciate you, taking care of these wolves.
Absolutely.
One's in the tree.
Yeah,
What's that mean?
What if I told you that meant that there's some in the tree?
Wolves?
Wolves?
No, the wolf cannot fit in there. You can't see at the bottom of the tree between some of the roots, there's a little opening that probably only a kid could squeeze through.
Oh, like crawled in there and
Mm-hmm.
are stuck?
They're not supposed to go in the trees. That's why they're up in the trees, the ones who listened and are safe. The ones who disobeyed and went into the trees, we'll see what happens. But I can take it from here. Thank you.
I mean, we can help you. They're just children. We don't mind.
With your guidance. Oh, I'm not charismatic. Never mind. I'll say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are the leader of the group, so, I mean, let us help you. Under
It'll
your
be fine.
guidance.
They shouldn't have went in there. And sometimes lessons need to be learned.
Is something malevolent inside these trees?
No, but it's a tree. No place for a child.
Or you seen a big fella march through here recently?
Does it just look like a tree? Like a regular tree that a kid probably like crawled inside and is like just stuck? Like he's just stuck in there?
I mean, you can't see a kid in there, but... Suddenly,
There's stuff in there.
I'm gonna go walk over to the tree hole.
he steps in front of you. I said I have this. And once again, I thank you.
Can you tell us about the patient we're pursuing?
Can you tell me why you're surrounded by flies?
She was fighting a wolf and the flies like helped protect her from the wolf. She's just gonna...
That's interesting, though I don't see how that helps with the tree.
I didn't ask about a tree. I asked about the patient we're pursuing.
I don't know who you're pursuing. I'm in
Makes
charge
the
of the
one-
children.
Makes the trees grow funny.
The one who escaped.
Supposed to be a real big fella.
He's not this way. He's probably
In
some
the
other
trees?
way. No. He's large. Trees, while large, don't have large openings to get inside of them. The child can fit in the tree. He could not.
Well,
Why are you so mad at a kid going in a tree?
I told him
honestly
not
just
to,
perplexed.
because he knows what happens.
well,
What
he handled-
happened?
He handled the wolves well, so he should be fine going forward. Thank you for your help.
I won't have you disrespecting me in front of the children. I'd like an apology now.
I wasn't disrespecting you. You
What if I
obviously-
told you I felt disrespected by what you said, and I need an apology? I'm quite important here, and it would behoove you to know that.
He needs this.
Behoove? What is that supposed to mean?
I said what I said.
No, I feel like you disrespected me.
Let's start a round of apologies then, starting with you.
You
Not
can't see
Jor-
your
I'm
face.
not
The flies
Jordan.
are there. The
Hey,
flies are
Joe.
there.
I'm not
Jojo.
Jordan. I'm sorry if I insulted you in any way, shape, or form. My job is not to do that, and it is to seek
That will suffice.
information.
Thank you. I'm sorry I said the thing about the hooves.
Alright, apology accepted. Let's move on.
Let's move on quickly.
Be safe.
Some of the kids seem a little anxious. A couple are looking. You see some sort of whispering until he looks back at him again and they go quiet.
Did I hear anything you said?
Come on, down. We're going back in the town. And he
Peaceful travels.
counts them as they go by. Okay, 3, not so bad. Peaceful travels. He points and he twirls his cane and he blows into a little bit, makes a little music.
Yeah.
The kids take this to sort of line up, and he plays a little other ditty, and they start marching. And he's looking at you while playing this music, leading them away. He stops. I assume that you're just gonna check it out anyway once I leave. You have been warned. And then he gets like jolly and just starts playing again.
And he was
Looking
never
around the
intimidated
kids.
by the flies at all.
And didn't seem.
I'm gonna go
He's a
check the tree hole.
fucking child napper.
He's what? You say this?
No, I'm saying this out of character. I already apologized once. Don't make me do it again.
Do it again though.
Okay, what are you guys
Okay,
doing?
so-
I'm gonna go check the tree hole.
I look. I feel
Alright,
like
we got other things to worry about.
apologize.
I'm checking it.
Yeah, it goes in and then immediately slopes down.
yeah.
What?
You gonna try to slip down there?
I'm
Or what?
trying to look at my raven and stuff.
Sure. You gonna send the raven in?
No.
Oh,
I'll
should.
never do
We
that.
can't fit in there.
Friend, send Ella down there. She loves this stuff.
We're sitting on a terrace. Why don't we stick to there?
Because there might be kids in danger right now.
I feel like we're in danger the longer we stay on this island.
Yeah.
Perhaps the best thing we can do for these kids, the ones that are left, is figure out what this mind flayer wants to do about killing these people keeping us hostage here.
Hey, buddy.
Are you sending anything in? Okay.
And we can't fit in, can we?
Be able to break your way through.
Sure.
And,
Do you want to go in?
Yeah, I want to save some children.
Reduce.
Not like this.
Alright.
Alrighty.
It's concentration though, so you would get smaller. Yeah, he shrinks as you. I don't know. He shrinks and you shrink even more. 'Cause
Oh,
you're-
hey guys.
well, kid size.
I like this.
Well, ain't that adorable?
It's kind of adorable.
You're really cute.
I reckon I am.
What are you doing?
Going in?
Okay. You still have to crawl. You shimmy in there.
Sure.
Actually, you could probably crouch as a kid sized. You go in. Give me a dex save.
Not natural 20.
Okay. You manage to keep your footing as it gets slick as it slides down immediately. But you kind of use the walls to lower yourself down, stepping carefully. and you kind of plop down at the bottom. And eventually, just as a drop, it goes and then just drops. And it's low. You have to say, oh no, you be able to stand. You don't have a terrible amount of overhead. And it goes, but then it opens up. Just a little bit ahead, gets much larger, and seems to just be tunnels heading in all sorts of directions, connecting to this sort of larger center chamber you see. And you can see two kids like pulling. One has like his legs stuck in a root. The other one's trying to like help him. But you see the root very slowly, but it's just like seems to be tightening its grip. Both the kids are kind of freaking out. You see another kid. Already, just sort of these roots have just sort of like formed a cage around him. You see, it's just like sort of in almost what would be the wall, but the walls, it's just like seems a lot of trees have grown in this area. It's just walls of roots, but they've formed a cage around one of them in the larger, taller part. And one of them sees, "Help us out!"
Yeah, I'll go and I'll take my radiant trident. I'll just kind of
It's
try
tiny
to
now.
peel off the roots.
Yeah, easy enough. Is you could just go and you stick the trident in and break the root off. And you can hear more wood creaking as you see the hole you dropped in. Roots are starting to cover
Can you?
that hole. Thanks. Let's help him.
Yeah, I'll grab them. I'm not even that. I'm a kid size.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go to the same. Just kind of like try to break off the. Yeah.
You go and you stab into the sort of this root around this kid. You stab in, his eyes go open, and he yells and holds his side, and looks at you. And
Oh, I didn't mean to pierce his son.
You didn't pierce him. You definitely stabbed the cage.
Oh no.
But the wall just shifts at once as this creature whose ribcage you stabbed leans forward with the child inside of it. And you see a long smile creak open as some of the wood starts to break and move with movement. And as he stands up and begins reaching for you, give me a sanity check.
Oh my god.
This is the end of good old Doc.
Told you not to go on that tree.
Yeah, sorry, I care about innocent children.
I am too.
Gotta be the 5.
Are fated to die.
15.
Give me a D-hundo.
It's 5 is bottom cap.
90. I'm about to attack some kids.
90?
Yep.
You're stuck in place. You're stunned. Just not sure what to do. As this thing raises, starts to go for you. And that is where we will call this. Picking it up next time with a totally sane. Give me a D4.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a 1 anyway, so. It's 2, so I'm still alive.
Perfect.
Got 3 left, baby.
Plenty of sanity left all around. We'll pick these things up, concluding our little horror mini campaign Halloween.
Yeah, you're doing
thing.
great.
Horror
on
hack.
that line, which is a great. But
2019. Hashtag.
I don't know
Enough of
about,
that.
Anyone got a good hashtag?
I don't know about all you all, but I'm feeling real sane. 14 right here.
Very sane. Everyone says their sanity.
I feel good about it.
Oh,
not great.
never mind. I'm feeling great. Sanity 20. Can't lose.
He's at a -20 at all times.
Negative 20. I'm Bully. They're who they are. And we will see you next time for our exciting conclusion to Deepwell Isle. Bye.
Bye. The Mandalorian.